the bright blue sky. Your spots are like the stars in a night so high. Daisy, you're the best cow, oh my, oh my. Daisy, oh Daisy, you're the queen of the herd. Your gentle moo is all I've ever heard. With your big kind eyes and your gentle moo, Daisy, you're the best gal, yes, it's true. Running through the meadows, feeling so free. Daisy, you're the best as can be. From dawn till dusk, you're my favorite friend. Daisy, you'll be loved until the very end. Oh, Daisy, my dear Cal, you're the best of all. In my heart, you stand tall. Forever you'll be my favorite, my cow, so true. Daisy, I love you through and through.
Yeehaw! 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 Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Daisy's back. Daisy is back. Y'all. Yeehaw! Diamonds. Y'all, let me tell you something. Daisy done went and got stuck at the hospital for 3 days. I had to stay in a hotel room. It was a good hotel room, though. I had a great breakfast, had us a good bed, but it was rough. I was snowed in for 3 days, so it was a rough weekend. But I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. And y'all, there's so much we got to go over. Hello, everybody coming in. I want to say hello to everybody. Let's see who we got in here. I know it's late coming in, y'all. Shauna M, Diamonds, H. Davis, Daniel Berry, Sammy, Doozy, Walk the Line, Diamonds, Sammy, Lone Star Queen. Come on in, everybody. It's late, but we're gonna have a party. Listen, y'all, we got so much to talk about. Y'all, did you see where Nicki Minaj went? You know, she let it out of the bag, honey. They came for her at the Grammys and she told it. And everybody now that said, oh, Daisy's crazy, she's down that rabbit hole. Jinky's crew over there that kicked me off the panel and told them I was delusional. Let's see, who was it? That one girl. What was her name? Short Legs. Remember when I was on Jinky's panel and Jinkies and them made me look like I was stupid? Now Nicki Minaj. Yes, we do need to pray for her protection because she let it out on Jay-Z and Beyonce, didn't she? You know, Chat GPT would not let me make a thumbnail with her. Said it was too sexual. Y'all, I'm telling you, I believe that these AI systems are, I don't know, y'all. Exactly. Everyone said you were crazy, and now look, it's coming out. Honey, Nicki Minaj told that they were cannibals, Satanist cannibals. And I tried to make a thumbnail with ChatGPT using her, and it would not let me. So there's something going on with this ChatGPT stuff. I mean, it is what it is. Where's Matthew at? He said he wanted to talk about the flat earth. Meanwhile, with Nikki, oh please, I've seen so many sexual things that AI makes. I know, it wouldn't let me use it. But Nicki Minaj came out and spoke out against, why is my background thing different on my Daisy form? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to play some of this stuff. Have you all seen some of the horrific pictures that Epstein posted with children? But Daisy, your family member said she loves a good conspiracy considering what she said here. Now she's got the conspiracy bug that Matthew does lives on. I know, I know, I know. But Matthew has bubble guts. He'll be here soon. He's making some soup, I reckon. Meanwhile, if Facebook will let me pull it up, it's acting a little crazy today. All of it is, since we're talking about this subject. Uh, did you all see the Did you see the Epstein pictures, y'all? How bad they were? Well, I got some of this stuff saved, and I want to put a trigger warning on that one because they're bad, especially the pictures of him with children. I mean, it is really, really, really bad, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. And oh, I want to show you all this picture that Isaiah. Look, I want y'all to see this. He made roast for dinner and chocolate Rice Krispie treats. That sounds good. Look, look at this. Is this not true? Is this not true, you all? It absolutely is true. I mean, Nicki Minaj said they're all Satanists. She said they're all cannibals and they all hurt littles. So, yeah, there's so much out there that's been said since this is all went crazy, the Grammys. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, it is crazy. And I've just not had time to comment on it. This is the pictures, y'all. I'm going to put a trigger warning out before I put this picture up. But this picture right here of Epstein with this child tells me these people are animals. Look at this picture right here. This is not normal. This is not normal at all. Hang on, Diamond sent me a photo. Let me see what it is. Y'all, he was a monster. They were all monsters. What is this? Hey, what is this? What in the cornbread hell is wrong with you people? Yes. What is this right here? What's this? Girl hitting her and telling her. What is this, Diamonds? Let me see what Diamonds is saying. Y'all, trigger warning. Hang on. Let me put this trigger warning out. Did it go down? Trigger warning. Leave kids alone. This is not from his files. Messages from his files. Y'all, this is not normal. This is vile. Especially the picture where he is. Y'all, he's a monster. Talking about adrenochrome. Okay, let me pull that up real quick. I'm gonna take this down. Can I show that, Diamonds? Can I show what you just sent me? Let me take it down. Diamonds creations. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. What Diamonds sent me? Yes. Okay. Let me pull it back up here and make it bigger. And I'm going to put a trigger warning right here. Okay. So I'm going to read some of this. Some girl, they are sitting on back buckets here. I was told Jeffrey ordered them directly from China because the white buckets are stained. Look at the corners of the back. Saw him hitting her, telling her to call me back. And when I got to that corner where they no longer see me, I ran like hell home. Is this a girl, a victim? I was then told that the stuff in his pants was BLOOD, and it was from sitting on bucket lids that they used to collect the BLOOD, and it would ooze out around the lids and it get on back of my pant legs that way. Oh, okay. Let me drop a link for Matthew. Hang on. Wow, y'all. Crazy. I mean, it gets so deep. And people are not even outraged. Hey, Lori P, how are you, darling? This is the StreamYard here. Okay. So, okay, then it says here things RT told me, but denies ever having previous contact with me and didn't know Epstein, never saw or did anything I say he did. Someone tweeted a while ago showing that Epstein requested permits to dig really far deep down in his property, but didn't dig in locations where he got the permits. He was digging in other locations apparently, and that might be a location we're pointing out. Can I tell the FBI? Of course, they need to do a deeper investigation into this. And if it's true, they are harvesting adrenochrome and organs there. And it was set up underground temple. Hang on. Ooh, there's Matthew. What's up, Matthew?
Hey, Daisy.
What's up? How can I zoom in this? Oh shit. Hang on. What I do? Hang on.
You're fine. You're fine. You don't
Flat Earth. You finally got the flat Earth map right there.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me make me disappear. Look at that.
Look at what? I'm telling you, and there's more than what we know.
Do people believe in the ice wall? Okay, let's just say the first ice wall in Antarctica. Do people believe in
that? Some people do. Some woke people do. And it absolutely, there's so much proof. There's biblical proof for one thing. And number two, there's so many people out here that has proof of it. And I've got some of that proof here. Look at Matthew's new haircut. Matthew.
I don't have a haircut.
The one thing that the whole world comes in together about and keeps protected is that damn ice wall. Every leader in the nation come together and does not want people to know about the ice wall.
Why would that be?
Because they know that there's land beyond the ice wall, that this earth is much bigger and much greater than what we think.
Right. So if there is land behind the ice wall, that would basically mean the earth as people know it, like you see the first ice wall, you see the little bubble or whatever, that's considered earth to everyone. So if there's an ice wall and there's land beyond that, technically, would that not be a flat surface?
That absolutely is a flat surface, and there's proof everywhere. I got proof here I pulled up. I didn't know if you wanted me to show it or not, but I will.
Absolutely.
Hang on. I don't know why. Here we go. Here's something right. I want to show you right here. Let me pull it up. And then we'll go back to the Epstein files because I want to talk about that too, because we'll talk about flat Earth first.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Jets proves that Earth has no curvature. They never dipping the jet fighter craft's nose down. It is necessary to adjust with the Earth curvature if the Earth indeed has curvature. As a matter of fact, they fly straight towards their destination without any adjustments to the so-called Earth curvature.
That explains it.
A lot of pilots know it. A lot of pilots knows it.
Only the Earth is a giant ball. Then they must follow the curvature by dipping the craft's nose down, or else they will fly straight to space and beyond.
Radar Mechanics 101, they built it for a flat, stationary Earth. There's no doubt about it. And my goal is for some young fighter pilot to listen to what I just said, go out tomorrow and and set the bottom of your L strobe on your altitude, run it out there to 80 miles, and that bottom altitude on your cursor will stay the same out to 80 miles, whereas it should get bigger, right? Because the Earth is curving away.
These low flight jets proves that Earth has no curvature.
There's so much evidence out here. I got more. If you know, so let's see. Are you there, Matthew?
I'm here.
Okay. You want me to show more before we talk about it?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
It's gonna get scary once we get to the Epstein stuff. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, the Epstein stuff is scary, but also the flat Earth. I mean, it's interesting for sure. All right, here we go. Where you at? Okay, there you go.
Stationary and enclosed by a glass dome known as the firmament, which contains the sun, moon, and stars, all of which move, not the Earth. Above and below are waters. This isn't a conspiracy. If satellites were really in space, why would we need communication towers in the middle of the ocean? A compass functions properly on a flat surface to differentiate between north, east, south, and west. Water always stays level and contained, with the Arctic Circle and Antarctica acting as barriers that hold the oceans in. The solid glass dome or firmament keeps the air inside, creating a sealed, airtight environment. The Earth doesn't spin at millions of miles per hour like a ball. The sounds of thunder booms are produced when solid objects shift. Even world leaders know this truth, as shown by the flat Earth map on the UN logo. Once again, it's the sun, moon, and stars that rotate from east to west, not the Earth. The people who taught you that the Earth is a globe are fully aware of and believe in the flat, enclosed system we all live in and that no one can leave. We're told that we're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, orbiting the sun in the heliocentric model at 66,600 miles per hour. On top of that, we're supposedly chasing the sun through space at nearly 500,000 miles per hour. According to this model, we're spiraling through an infinite universe, never in the same place twice. Now consider the Georgia Guidestones, which had a small hole drilled through one of the central stones. If you looked through that hole, you would always see Polaris, the North Star. But how could we be moving in so many directions, traveling vast distances, and yet that star remains perfectly aligned in the hole? It should shift out of sight constantly, yet it stayed in place for 40 years until one day someone blew up the monument. They say Earth spins eastward at 1,600 kilometers per hour at the equator. So here's a question. How does a plane flying eastward at just 800 kilometers per hour reach its destination? Shouldn't the ground be moving too fast for the plane to catch up? And what about landing? Imagine trying to land a plane safely on a runway that's supposedly zipping along at 1,600 kilometers per hour. Sounds risky, doesn't it? The official explanation is that Earth's atmosphere is stuck to the planet, held by gravity despite the vacuum of space above it. But think about this. If Earth were a spinning ball, pilots would constantly need to adjust for the curve. At 800 kilometers per hour, a plane would have to lower its nose by around 850 meters per minute to stay on course with Earth's curvature. Otherwise, it would be flying higher and higher, reaching about 50,000 meters in just an hour. Yet pilots don't make these constant adjustments. Once they reach cruising altitude, they level off and maintain a steady course until it's time to descend. No constant corrections for Earth's curve, just a straight level flight path. Doesn't that raise questions? If Earth were really spinning and curving, wouldn't we see constant course corrections? But we don't. It's a compelling clue that maybe things aren't what we've been taught. What do you think? If you're curious to dive deeper into these ideas, make sure to check out more videos on this page.
Also been people that's took weather balloons up into the air and they show that the Earth is flat. It's biblical also, like the dew, heavenly dew fell upon Nebuchadnezzar's head when he became an animal out in the field. God turned his mind into an animal. And it said the heavenly dew fell upon his head. I mean, how about the angels that descended on ladders down from the sky, descending up and down ladders in the Bible? NASA is a big scam.
So all the satellites in the air, I hope people do realize they're being held up there by balloons, you guys. They're not just orbiting. They're up there with balloons, you guys.
One man had a fall in his backyard and it was in perfect shape, and it was supposed to have fell from outer space and had went through
Yeah.
the whole,
Yeah. Okay.
atmosphere. It would have been burnt. Okay. According
Right.
to what they say. I mean, I don't trust Elon Musk because he knows too. They all know that Earth there is a space between Earth and the firmament that is got the stars, the moon, and the sun in it, but there is nothing beyond that. There is
Yeah.
nothing beyond that
I don't think we've been there.
other than the heavenly waters above and waters below. We are surrounded by water. That's why they say the ocean could never be explored because we are surrounded by water beneath and under and under. Have you ever wondered how mountains and streams can continuously flow for years, day after day, year after year, and never run out of water?
Interesting.
Eventually, if there's a lake underneath us, right, it's going to run out after years and years and years. But they
Daisy,
don't.
man can make just about everything except one thing. We can't make water.
They can't make water. They can't make any. I mean, they can try to artificially inseminate. Yeah. God is water. God is light. He is everything. So he is the living waters. That's what it says in the Bible. So I know that I know that I know that. And also there's another one where the moon and the sun are the same size and they rotate on Earth. They rotate against each other. Hey, Yummy! There's a diagram of how they actually rotate. And why is Polaris always in the same place? Always. If the Earth is spinning, and it's been speculated that the stars are actually angels, and that's why we see it. There's a supernatural battle that's going on Earth and in this sky. So when you see these things as like supposedly falling stars, you don't know what's really going on. And I'm still questioning these drones that they will.
Hey, I'm gonna put some stuff in the back chat for you to play.
So glad you.
I was eating some pot roast there. I'm sorry, I couldn't walk away from it.
Good,
delicious.
I bet it is. We saw pieces of Columbia and large pieces of the ship on my cousin's fam when it was charred and metal was melted. If y'all really want to go down a deep rabbit hole, look at the trees, the mountains and stuff that looks like giant trees when it talks about the Bible in the book of Enoch of the trees being so large up into the sky that the angels came and cut them down. And there's literal mountains that look like trees. So the giants couldn't reach up to the sky because to get out of the water. I mean, it goes.
And I remember that from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. They were in Arizona and had those. They always made it seem like they were like volcanoes or just giant rocks, or they never talked about them as being cut trees.
Cut trees. And you can look at them and tell that they are. And there is also mountains that actually like they look like snakes and alligators and all these things. They're hiding. We don't really know what our true history is except the biblical history. I'm going to
we were told.
What we were told by the government. Hang on. All right, here we go.
Video from 1960 of a helicopter going over the ice wall and seeing the lands beyond, the extra lands that they are hiding from us. Now, I truly believe that videos like this are coming out now with the rise of AI because people will just automatically question the validity of these videos. But regardless if this is real or not, they are hiding lands beyond the ice wall. This is where they live, and this is why they're spraying us. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and follow. 60 of that.
What is it, Matthew?
I don't know.
I know.
I think there's a whole new world beyond that ice wall.
There is, and I do believe that some Nephilim survived, and I believe that they are walking the earth, giants, to this day. And I think that there are creatures that people see, like Bigfoot or the Wendigo. I think they are demonic entities. I think they're a part of the Nephilim. I think this is more supernatural than you ever will believe. We do not struggle against flesh and blood, but principalities and rulers of evil. And the Bible speaks about it. And let's see, Diamond said, Miss Daisy, after you talk about Epstein files, show the video explaining why the U.S. needs Greenland. Okay. Let's see. They blew that ship up. It didn't sound like entering the atmosphere. There were multiple explosions. I think NASA was hiding something. They had the feds collecting debris. They also knew that them teachers would go back and tell that space don't. Remember when the teacher supposedly was supposed to go to space and it accidentally blowed up and killed them all? Well, of course, because those teachers would have come back and said, hey, space ain't real. But I'm going to play this right quick. Hang on.
They found all those teachers, though.
Did they really?
They found all of them. Yeah,
So they
all of
were
them but
fake?
one. I'm
They're
gonna find
not
that video.
dead?
I'm gonna find that video.
Wow. I did not know that. Let's play this.
Truly a million times bigger than the Earth and 93 million miles away, its size would stay constant. It would not change like you're seeing right here. Distance and size that extreme eliminates perspective change. Here you can see it clearly shrinks as it moves across the sky. These lines are parallel. It starts bigger, it gets smaller. That can only happen when an object is local, not astronomical, not 93 million miles away. You do not need belief. You need geometry, you need optics, and you need your own eyes to see the truth. All of our ancestors told us the sun and the moon are local. They rotate around our flat Earth. This is not how objects at infinite distance behave at all. Perspective does not lie. Mathematics do not lie. Geometry does not lie. Your own eyes do not lie. The only thing that lies is the people that control this world and tell you a lie, tell you that everything came from a big bang, give you all the bullshit to hide God's true creation. But the truth is always in plain sight. The sun is local. The earth is flat and stationary, just like we feel. Peace and love. So if the sun was truly
So, yeah. Another thing they do, they teach that we came from apes, right? Well, no. If you look at
That's
a
crazy.
child's face, if you look at a human being, they are perfectly designed. Everything was designed to be perfect. It's humans who come in and mess everything up. We have to have a creator. Everything that God says in that Bible makes sense. So let me see. You sent me something else. I'm gonna pull it up. But I mean, come on, really? We do not come from apes. We do not come from a Big Bang theory. We come from God, our omnipotent, supernatural God that has feelings, that cries, that gets angry, that gets jealous, that has wrath. He's just like us, and he created us in his image. And they want to twist that around, these evil elites that's ruling our worlds, that's been ruling the world since the Bible days. Now, Nicki Minaj has let it out that they worship the Bible Baal, the Baal that God wrathed against Israel. Baal, the one that people took their children and passed through fire, killed their children. And Israel was sent in there to take them down because of this, the Canaanites. Yes, God sent the Israelites in to take the Canaanites out because they were worshiping that Baal god and taking their children and sacrificing them to a statue. The same Baal that Jezebel tried to destroy Israel and God took down, and the animals devoured her in the streets. Get me preaching. All right, here we go. What? Matthew sent me this one. Huh? It all makes sense. Here we go. All right.
Before launch. After that, you can only see them going into a bus. The next on the official videotape, you see the start of the Challenger, but not the crew enter the rocket. Investigators found out that they are still alive under the same name.
I saw you. I just came by to.
Wow.
Are you Michael Smith?
Yeah.
Professor at university?
Retired.
Retired?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I just stopped by because there's this room. Are you aware of that? There's a rumor on the internet
It's not me.
that people are saying.
Yeah, it's not me, obviously. I mean, anybody that looks at my background, looks where I was born, it's not me.
He's
I mean,
lying.
it's interesting that
It's you, bro.
Jay Smith, that was the astronaut,
him.
looks something like me when we were younger, but really not if you really look at facial recognition.
You never been a pilot, never been in the military?
Nothing like that.
Huh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I don't respond to the emails I get. I get probably an email, maybe 2 a month.
Right.
Really?
And I got one guy that's been really hounding me, and I turned it over to the FBI.
Really?
You know, yeah. I mean, it's bullshit.
Okay.
You know, another
Watch
crazy
his blank. It's
theory.
all in the blank.
Okay.
But that's, you know, not me.
All right,
I'm glad I wasn't him, but he was quite a guy.
Yeah.
You know, but if you look at my career, you look at my CV that's online, all the stuff I published, all that I've done, it's not even close to what that guy was.
Okay. Yeah, you just sure look alike. It's the same
I
name.
know the facial thing, but that's what we looked like, what, 40 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here is the crew before launch. After that, you can only.
Lies, 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 lies. Same thing with
Yeah,
Megan Walsh. Her brother is not who we think he is. They made that story up. It's coming out more now. And y'all, did Megan Walsh not talk about JonBenet Ramsey being a part of the trafficking ring? And now it's
my God. Crazy.
Yes.
That all that stuff is just scary.
Did we not talk about this? Did we not show the picture of whatever her name is, Maxwell?
Yep.
No, in the file in the beauty pageants with JonBenet. Now it's coming out that she's in the Epstein files because she was a traffic gone wrong, just like Megan Walsh. John Walsh, the man from American's Most Wanted daughter, said it first. And now it's all coming to light because they're all in on it. All of them. Dr. Phil, Oprah, all of them.
Wait, you trying to say the John Walsh guy was in on it too?
Yeah, his daughter came out. She came out on panels and said that it was fake, that Adam didn't really even exist. Or when she started looking into Adam's death, her father and mother turned against her, had social services take her children and blackballed her.
So what? Oh wow. So was he using this as a way to kidnap more kids, or like what was he doing?
I don't know. I think it was a cover up somehow. He is the devil. He's a part of it. According to her, she came out on panel and said that also JonBenet Ramsey was, she hung around with all those elites. They all are in on it. I think he had the same lawyer as Epstein. I'm not sure. But I know that there was something about Adam's case that was not right. Selah knows more about Adam Walsh thing. She's actually friends with Megan Walsh. She's actually talked to her. So Selah knows a little more about it. But I remember specifically Megan Walsh talking about JonBenet was a traffic gone wrong. And let me tell you something. I have the autopsy photos of JonBenet Ramsey, and that was a brutal unaliving of a child. That was not something that was random. You can tell somebody don't take a grout and put it around a child's neck and twist it into the flesh for no reason.
Damn.
All in on it. All of them. I'm going to put a link down if anybody else wants to come in and put their 2 cents in, because I know Yanni's talked about this because she's been a victim of it. But yeah, Adam Walsh is dead. John Walsh allegedly is involved. the kidnapping was some kind of hoax. Either he's still alive or he never existed. I don't remember which one, but I know that she was terribly attacked by her own family. Her children were ripped out of her hands and unalived, or not unalive, but placed in other homes away from her. And she is still fighting right now to get her children back. Her dad had connections with people in Hollywood. He was a part of the Freemasons. They're all a part of it. Shit. You want me to show some more of what you put in the back chat?
Sure. I think I just put one or two more back there.
Let me see. Make sure.
Damn, John.
I'm telling you, it's we have been fooled. We have been brainwashed most of our lives.
Yanni?
And everything in the dark has to come to the light. The Bible speaks
of this rocket launch show evidence of the firmament. Of course, you're thinking, no. This video is getting a lot of attention right now on Twitter because of what happens when this rocket gets to the end of its freaking rope, man. We're talking about something so strange. Of course, there's a scientific phenomenon. They'll probably say there's some formula that explains it. But watch this rocket as it continues to get higher and higher. This was taken somewhere in Florida. And what's very strange about it, the guy is able to actually zoom in pretty well here. All of a sudden, it seems to make contact with something here at the end of its line. And I could speed it up for the sake of time here, but I need to preface this. Watch what it seems to impact with at the top here. And again, this is why people don't really believe much of what NASA is talking about, because all these rockets go curvy-dervy anyway.
Whoa.
It almost looks like it splashes into
water.
So the top image is SpaceX's launch the other day, and here's a boat skimming across the surface of the water. I will say it is very interesting that all these ancient civilizations, despite being so far apart from one another, all depicted the earth and the heavens the same way, which was that we're on a flat plane and there's a freaking dome, which is very shocking to think about. Although so many Hollywood movies have already shown us it, we should kind of know, are they just pulling our leg or are they showing us something that's going on? But it's a very eerie thought if we're in a dome, especially if there's lands we're not allowed to access in the dome right now, at least with our current control system. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more. Is this video of this rocket launch?
Water's above and water's below. We are surrounded by waters. There's no falling off the earth.
So
fall off of. We are in water. That's why they say the oceans cannot be explored. All the oceans. Sorry, go ahead.
I remember being a really small kid, and I can't remember what grade I was in, but I remember a teacher saying, you know, with the way the world's going, you know, the ice is going to be melting in Antarctica and flood the world. I'm like, what?
The earth is never going to be flooded again. God's promise.
Well, they said the ice walls are going to melt. I'm like, in Antarctica, that's going to flood the world. That doesn't make sense unless it's a ice ring that melts. Yeah, then that's possible.
Maybe flood the United States and different countries. But have you also seen the different routes that the airplanes take?
Oh, I got videos on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it makes perfect sense. There's just so much evidence out here, and we are just been so blind to it. And people, wake up. Jeez, wake up. Wait, this is the same one. Let me see which one.
Or don't, or stay asleep. It's fine.
Wake up, or some people choose to stay asleep because they don't want to admit that this is an evil place that we live on in, and they don't want to think that bad, horrible, horrific things happen to children. They even said I was crazy, and now look, Nicki Minaj came out with it. Hang on, let's see what this is. Hang on.
Australia, and you can just see how tiny the arch is on the rainbows in Australia. Isn't that super interesting? Because this is what a rainbow looks like in Vancouver, Canada. This one's in Ontario that I took a while ago, and you can see like how massive this rainbow is. They are huge in Canada. Now let's take a look at what your loving government has told you. This is how rainbows are created, guys. The sun rays hit the raindrops. It refracts twice, and then the observer sees the rainbow. Now that's interesting because in order for us to scientifically create a rainbow, like actually use real science, create a rainbow inside, we need sunlight, we need water, and an object that can act as a prism. Where's
water?
The prism here? We got sunlight, we got water, but where's the prism? Now, if this is really what's happening here, guys, how is it that Australia's rainbows are like this, and then Canada's rainbows are like this? It's almost as if there is a prism of some sorts, and maybe that prism is higher in Canada than it is in Australia. Now we're going to take this even one step further and show you what a rainbow looks like in Antarctica. It's pretty much touching the ground. Again, if this is happening, how is that possible? It's pseudoscience. Prism, we need a prism, water, and sunlight, real science. We can do this ourselves. We can tangibly measure it, observe it, and repeat it, which is the definition of science. Now, hold on just a minute. I don't know if you guys have read the Bible or researched our ancient ancestors. You know, these people that were much more wise than you are. They've told us many times in many different ways that there is a firmament over the earth, a dome, the shape of a rainbow. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, as above, so below. Genesis 1:7. Water, sunlight, prism. All right, so according to the Bible and our ancient ancestors, this is what the earth actually looks like. This is an old map. This is the standard map of the world before the world elites came along, by the way. Antarctica is a 360-degree ice wall around our stationary flat earth. And if there's a dome encompassing the earth, it would be the highest point in the middle, right? The edges are in Antarctica. Here's Canada, Canadian rainbows. Here's Australia, Australian rainbows. And here, and all-encompassing, is Antarctica. And here is Antarctica's rainbows. Now, rainbows are 100% proof that we live under a dome. If you guys wish to understand the real secrets of this universe, well, I'm exposing it all in my 100% free community. So comment the word truth, and I will send you an exclusive link.
This is what people are trying to ignore.
I'm telling you right now, they are proof out there, y'all. Open your eyes. Just like people did not want to believe these monsters in Hollywood were Satanists and crazy. The earth is also very, very flat. It is in a circle, but it's not round, and we're not
right. Like what people think Earth is, it goes beyond that. It's beyond that. I mean, just think about it. With all the with all the oceans and lakes, you think we're just a round ball, and then
yep,
and we're just spinning real fast, huh?
Yeah. And we're going 1,000 miles an hour, and there's no
and the water's not just gonna go flying everywhere.
Exactly. It's absolutely crazy.
Oh my God.
Think about it. But you know, people refuse it. They don't want to hear about it. They've got their mindset that everything that we have learned in school is the truth, that we come from the Big Bang Theory, we come from everything, we come from apes, we come from chickens. I mean,
some people don't want to know, though. They don't even want to accept it.
They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to.
They want to know what's happening. Who's beefing on YouTube? They
want to know the truth.
There's so much more out there.
There absolutely is so much. There is so much more out there, and there's also things out there that are supernatural that roam this earth, and the Book of Enoch talks about it. And I think that's where people see the Bigfoot. They see the Wendigo. I mean, if you believe in that shit and you study it, it's going to show up.
So they say there's 4 entrances to the ice wall. The first ice wall, they say. And each entrance, I guess there's some creature, Leviathan at one, and there's some other shit at the other one.
The Bible speaks about Leviathan.
Yes.
But Leviathan, they're saying that Leviathan was evil, but in the book of Job, Leviathan was something mighty that God created. He was a dragon. They talked about fire. It talks about fire coming from his mouth that no spear could penetrate, like mighty creature of the sea. So I do believe that there's still a Leviathan here. I do think that Leviathan is on earth to this day. I think he's still here. He's a creature of the sea, so he wouldn't have died during the flood, So, yeah.
There's a lot of knowledge from our past, from the Mayans, a lot of people have just dropped off so much stuff.
Disappeared. They just
Okay, so why did we ignore all the ancient history? They had the use of electricity back then. That was never talked about.
Oh, they say that it may have been more advanced than what we are.
Right. Yes. They say they've got advanced technology underneath pyramids.
Yeah.
That's almost like it's living and breathing. It reacts off of emotions and stuff like that. What?
You know why they knowed back in those days? Because the falling angels came to the earth, 200 of them, and taught them the secrets of heaven. They taught them how to create swords and use metals. They taught them how to paint their eyes and use seduction, enchantments. They taught them how to do witchcraft. They taught them everything. They totally defiled the earth and created giants, not just giant human beings, but creatures. They defiled the creatures. They defiled humans. Then they turned on humans and began to devour them. So there is a chance that Noah and his family were the only real DNA of humans left. We don't know. That's what they speculate. So, when you have an angels that knows everything about heaven, fall to the earth, take women as their wives, mate with them, teach them stuff that only heavenly God in heaven wanted, that knew, and of course they're going to know more than what we know because they're teaching. Look how advanced we are now, but just think, what if an angel comes down here and told us what is really more advanced? So I do believe they were a lot more advanced than we were.
Right, just like pyramids. We were taught in school that pyramids were, tombs. Basically, it's where all the kings and queens were buried. Not true at all. Pyramids were not they were conducting electricity. That's why a lot of the old buildings have pointed, like cathedral-like buildings. All the old, I forgot what it is, past like the 30s or 40s or something like that. They're all shaped very similar, but they're not in use though. But they were conducting electricity.
And they
what was it, like a Zeppelin would pull up to a tall building and just recharge that way.
Yep. And
that's weird.
Humans, they were half humans and half animals as well. That's why in the Egyptians you'll see a horse with a human head, because the Nephilim the fallen angels, the watchers, came down here and messed with humankind.
Oh my God. Is that why I'm part horse?
No, you tell me, Matthew.
I will not tell you, actually.
It really, really does go deep. It does go very, very
deep. Yes, it does. Oh my God.
What are you talking about, Matthew?
Wait, what? No. Huh?
Matthew.
I'm sorry.
That's what the Egyptians saw, and they drew it on their walls. Exactly. Diamonds. Diamonds. It's funny. But anyways, it's out there. People just don't want to open their eyes to it. Like, we are living in a supernatural world, and we are huh?
Nothing.
Do what? Yeah.
Nothing.
Said you're so stupid.
I didn't say nothing.
He's the future Alabama Hammer. What's that? But I mean, it talks about dragons when God exiled the Israelites out of the land of Israel, out of Jerusalem. He put dragons there so they could not inhabit the land until he was ready to bring them back home.
I
Like
know
they
dragons
talked
very
about,
well.
the Bible talks about unicorns. There are unicorns in the Bible. I mean, this world is more supernatural. They just don't want us to know, because the more that we know, the more that we believe in God, and they don't want us to believe in God. They want us to worship their God, who is the devil.
It
Any
seems that way.
graven image is a devil. It is. The
Okay.
Baal god that
can you
Jezebel, huh?
can you unhighlight that, please?
Oh, okay. But the Baal devil, which is a statue that they worshipped back in the days of the Bible, which has come to light now. You mean, it makes perfect sense. So they would take their children and sacrifice to it. So when Elijah came, hey, Miss V, when Elijah came and he challenged Jezebel and her Baal god in the field, they challenged, and he said, my God and your God, we're going to compare them. We're going to put a cow in the pit, and whichever one brings fire from the sky and burns the cow is the real God. So he brought all the Israelites that had turned to worship the Baal god of Jezebel into the field, and the Baal gods and the priest chanted, and they marched, and they begged, and they screamed, and they cut themselves, and nothing happened. Nothing. For hours they did this. Elijah poured water over his heifer and put it in the pit and filled the pit with water, and fire came from the sky and burned it, disintegrated the cow. And the people of Israel opened their eyes and realized that they had been deceived. And so Elijah and the people of Israel killed the Baal prophets, and Jezebel got word of it and wanted to kill Elijah because of. But she was ultimately killed. She was thrown off the wall and devoured, just like God said she would be. Yeah, Epstein has a bank account called Baal because they all worship Baal. The Bible.
It's funny because Jay-Z has I forget what song that was. He kept talking about ball so hard, and he kept Jay-Z is known for using indirects and innuendos and all this stuff. And when he said ball so hard, he didn't mean B-A-L-L. He meant B-A-A-L.
Exactly. Jay-Z is one of the biggest ones, like him and Beyonce. This right here was in the Pizzagate. This was in the pizza store that they said all the celebrities went to for kids. This was what was on the wall. Reminder of John Pedestro's Taste in Art. Pizzagate was definitely more than just a conspiracy. If you look at these pictures alone that was on the wall of this pizza restaurant downstairs, you will see that it was run by pedophiles. And a lot of these people have images on their walls like this. The soccer ball that that one guy had in that movie when he went, Tom Hanks, when he was on an island alone. Well, that image to me, they've all have that image on their shirts and stuff. To me, I think that is the little bloody face of the child that Hillary Clinton skinned her face off in a video. Yeah, she did. Selah saw it, and many other people saw that video where she took that child's face off, put it on her own face, and that child saw her own face on Hillary and was screaming bloody murder. These people are demonic entities.
That's scary.
And that's more than just scary. We've got to watch our children because these mofos are still doing it. None of them have went to jail for this. None of them. So, Mr. B. All right, here we go. Here's another one about Antarctica. Hey,
Nope, it ain't about Antarctica.
what is it? Oh,
You talking about one in the back chat? Oh, it's
No.
about what you just talked about.
I just found one. Do you want me to play another one? Hang on, I got to put that.
I put one more in the back chat.
Okay.
This is
Here we go.
water, by the way. It's water.
Water. Let me play this one and then I'll play that one, okay?
What Mr. Beast just said about Antarctica and the ice wall on Aiden Ross's live stream. I want you to pay attention to his body language as well, guys.
Wait, have you ever been to Antarctica? Yeah. Do you believe in ice wall? Yeah, I saw the ice wall. Well. Yeah, you saw it too. I can't say on stream. No way, but because
He's been past it. He's been past it.
See how he tightened up and got all nervous and then went on to say that he can't talk about what he saw on live stream. Now, why is that? Don't you find it interesting that for the first time in recorded history, every single nation in the world came together, put aside their differences, and agreed upon one thing? They agreed that Antarctica would mark the only global treaty that's ever been done. Place of peace where there's no borders, just mystery. And if you try to go independently explore Antarctica, you'll be met with military. So what is it that they're hiding? I'm going to show you a clip of the last man that explored Antarctica and what he had to say about this place.
Explored land left on this earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans? Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily. But strangely enough, there's left in the world today an area as big as the United States that's never been seen by a human being. And that's beyond the pole, on the other side of the South Pole, from Middle America.
But we claimed that there was more lands beyond the South Pole. Well, what's interesting about this is when we look at old maps, they always depict more lands beyond Antarctica. Antarctica is not what you've been told. It's a 360-degree ice wall that encompasses our stationary Earth. It contains the oceans because water needs a container. It is an ice wall, just like they mentioned in the stream. And this is what that ice wall looks like. And many people, just like myself and Mr. Beast, obviously know that there are lands beyond. That's why there's a treaty here. They don't want us discovering it. They want us staying in this literal matrix here they trap us in. This is the United Nations logo. This is a flat Earth map with Antarctica around us, encompassing our stationary Earth. There's also 33 individual sections to this logo, guys, marking 33 degrees of Freemasonry. The United Nations are full of 33rd degree Freemasons, all deceiving humanity, and they put it right in your face. You don't get to the level of fame that Mr. Beast does unless you're, with him. And I'll leave you guys with this. This is a map that hangs inside of the United Nations headquarters. Have a look at this, guys. Have a look at the lands beyond. The truth is always in plain sight. Peace and love.
Hey, so do you think some of the celebrities, because I believe some celebrities have faked their death.
Oh, yeah, they're probably living beyond the ice wall.
That's my next question. Do you think, because they say, oh, well, like Tom Hanks ran away and he's living in Greece. You think he's in Greece, or is he ice wall number 2?
Probably. That's probably where they're going to go when they bring war upon us instead of digging these underground. Well, they're digging underground too. So
they say Mars is in this atmosphere.
They're stupid. There's no such thing as Mars.
Well, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why? Because one of those islands in the second or third ice wall is an island named Mars.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How did that come about?
I'll see if I can find the picture. There's a video that talks about it. There's maps that show all the names of the islands.
Wow. So there has been people beyond that ice wall then that has lived to come back and talk about it, because most people don't live. And well, did you see, what was it, Neil Armstrong that supposedly went to the moon? Actually, right before his death, he came out and said he never went to the moon.
Many times.
Lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Epstein is Mossad and was taken out of jail alive, allegedly. Exactly. I'm gonna play this, what you played here about this right here. Let me pull it up. You sent it in the back chat. I'm gonna play that. Like, people need to see this stuff because they don't believe. They don't believe
in 2014 at the Oscars, they did a live auction for young people right in front of our noses, and all we did was laugh. Listen to this, and if you know, you know.
How's everybody doing? Good? Is anybody hungry? I just feel like everybody's going to be hungry right now. I was hoping you'd say that because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I Jennifer? Yes, Karen? Yes, all right. 2 large, what do you think? I'm going to order some pizza. That's what I'll do. And then the Money in the Hut part was like mocking the church. And then the names like Kevin Spacey, Weinstein, like none of that aged well. So I borrowed Pharrell's hat and I thought I'd pass around and get some money for pizza because nobody ever really what do you have for me?
We all know that Weinstein.
What do you have, John? Do you have 20? Thanks so much. And I noticed that she changes to white when she serves the pizza. And you know what party is all white?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Come on down.
Yep.
We have different kinds. Who's hungry? Who's gonna eat on the side?
So part of it.
Cheese, that's cheese.
Yep.
Julia wants cheese. Who's your favorite movie star? They're here. Who do you want to talk to? The whole thing? All right, great. And then I don't have any money.
And we all thought.
Sandy, where's Harvey?
Oh, we thought she was great.
No pressure, only 1 billion people watching. Whatever you feel is right. It's like they had an inside joke that they thought would never get out.
All right, I hope that all that is just one giant coincidence that's totally fake and has no bearing on anything in reference to something actually going on. But honestly, man, with all the stuff that's coming out of Hollywood, including whistleblowers, one of them is rhymes with Schmeisik Schmappy. Only some of you will know who I'm referencing there. I don't even want to say his name. It's too heat. But that guy exposed a lot. And then we also have the guy from, what was his name? Izelia, what's his name? From the Australian famous show. He did that 4-hour documentary on exposing what he experienced in the entertainment industry and the rituals and whatnot. I mean, this is dark stuff. But listen, just as there is darkness, there is light. Just as many people believe, some of these people may worship the opposite of God, that should reinforce your belief in God. The fact that people worship Schmatan means that there obviously is the opposing force of Schmatan. So you want to be stoked.
I want to say something right quick to Angel Eyes. Angel, what's confusing about it for you is that their secret words for children is pizza. They're pedophiles and they have secret pedophile words, and pizza is a big pedophile secret word for children. They eat children. I know that sounds horrible, but Nicki Minaj has come out and confirmed that shit the other day. I mean, there's so much evidence out here. Yeah, pizza means little girl. Here it is, right here, Diamonds.
Lone Star.
Hot dog means boy. Pizza means girl. Cheese means little girl. Pasta means little boy. Ice cream. Walnut means person of color, and map means semen. They don't.
Well, they never mess with the walnut because damn near every single one of Epstein's videos there is not one person of color, but of what you hear of him and Obama.
They're sickos.
That's it.
They're all about. Hey, Show. They're all sickos, and it's coming
What's up, man?
out more and more and more and more about what they're doing. Let me take this down. I've got more stuff too. Hang on, let me take it down so we can.
Nasty.
Like, these people are sickos. Nicki, did you all hear what Nicki Minaj said about what they have?
She about to get herself off.
She's about to get it. They're gonna get her.
They about to. Oh man!
Literally, she said that Jay-Z and Beyonce are Satanists, and that they do rituals and they rip little children apart in their intestines and drink their BLOD. Same thing Ryan Garcia, the boxer, said when he went to what was that place called? And he said that they were drinking blood from the RECTUM of children. Yeah, it's bad, y'all.
Yep. And then all of a sudden he went quiet.
He was talking about, he went quiet because he's got children. Yeah. But he was like, he was hysterical, basically. He didn't know what to think about. Like,
I'm gonna keep dropping stuff in the back chat.
Hang on, you've sent more stuff back here. I gotta pull it up.
The pizza boxes, exactly.
Oh yeah, and they say that the movie Eyes Wide Shut is a depiction of what really happened. And in that movie, there is a scene at the end of that movie that shows Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman little daughter being taken by two men in black. They take her away, and they think that that is a symbol of what happened to JonBenet Ramsey, that they believe that maybe she might have been trafficked, which Megan Walsh said she very much was, and a very abused child. She was wet bedding, and all that. Hang on. I need to bring this up, y'all. I got too carried away on this. Matthew's flat earth up here. Here we go.
Industry. And what he says at the end is shocking.
Here we are today, where I talk out against drugs and psychiatric abuses of electric shocking people, okay, against their will, of drugging children with them not knowing the effects of these drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug? Do you understand that? The difference is... Madam, asking you a question. Madam, asking you a question. I understand there's abuse of all of these things.
Trying to shut them up.
You don't know the history of psychiatry.
Oh, yeah.
I do. All it does is mask the problem. And if you understand the history of it, it masks the problem. That's what it does. That's all it does. You're not getting to the reason why. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance. I'm saying that drugs aren't the answer. That these drugs are very dangerous. They're mind-altering, antipsychotic drugs. And there are ways of doing it without that, so that we don't end up in a brave new world.
The crazy part about this is if you don't know what Brave New World is. Many of you do, but I know there's a lot of don't. Brave New World is a book written by Aldous Huxley. And that may be an alias, but this is the same kind of book. It's like a more technical version of 1984. So it's about a dystopian future where everyone's on something and it's mandated by the state. And it's like, it's a trippy book, man. Brave New World. Children, I believe, are grown, not born. It's like a technological new world. It's basically a blueprint, to be honest, for the future of humanity if we let it keep going this way. Same thing with 1984. I mean, that is the plan. These guys wrote a book. You think they just science fictionally thought up about this crazy new future that could be a funny book, topic? No, this is the plan for humanity. This is why we all got to wake up. This is why we're a part of the awakening right now. If you're watching this, you are part of the awakening, whether you know it or not. There needs to be a mass wake-up call because you know it and I know it. We all know it. Something strange is going on in our world today that doesn't quite add up. And that's what we're here. Comment for part 2 and follow for more. This video, but it's new to me. Did you see Tom Cruise?
What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Tom Cruise knows he's a part of it. He's a part of the.
That was the old Tom Cruise we saw, because Tom Cruise now he's
weird as hell.
Cloned.
Huh?
He's cloned.
Oh yeah, they're all.
Hey, how come no one's talked about that on how it's proved that Biden was wearing a mask? Oh, I think I know where a video is. There's something about the Epstein files that basically proves that Biden died in 2019.
There you go. You said it. I was getting ready to say it right there.
Yep.
I think I saved it on my thing. But yeah, that somebody else, definitely somebody was.
So Sleepy Joe was an act. It was an act, you guys. Okay.
Absolutely an act. Well, if we really knew we're just getting a little bit of what's real going on in this world. We're just getting an iceberg of it. I mean, some of the horrific things people still don't believe is true, but it's so true. I'm gonna play this at Matthew, and then I'm gonna play some that I've got too. No way. Really? They say he died in 2019. That's what they're alleging.
Yeah, they said he got shot.
Let me go back.
Notice how there are no cables from here to here or here to here. You might ask, why is that important? Here's why. The reason you will never see these cables connected is because look how far the distance is from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, and the vast distance from 1 to 3. But Ryan, what about these cables here? Oh yeah, you mean the short distance right here? But you might ask yourself, Ryan, why is that important? Over 99% of the world's internet traffic, including international phone calls and data transfers, rely on cables.
Cables.
Not satellites, cables. Pull up any map of sea cables and you'll see that none of these touch. Because we live on a flat, geocentric plane, just like the Word of God says. In Revelations 29, and they, talking about the angels, went up on the breadth of the earth. What is that? That is Strong's G4114. Breadth meaning Platos, has a root word, breadth, suggesting great extent. Let's look up this root word Platos. G4116. G4116 says Platos, spread out flat.
I would have a lot easier of a time believing in ball Earth if the moon landing wasn't completely, well, take it from words of astronauts themselves, they won't swear on a Bible that they went to the moon, put it that way. And also, if NASA themselves didn't admit, yeah, we use CGI all the time to explain concepts and ideas that our cameras can't capture. And they also have the biggest film studio in North America on NASA property, dude. Look it up. One of the biggest film studios in the world is right next to where they study space.
We're all naive.
I mean, there's too much. Something is going on.
Why would they need
Let me know your
that?
thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Because we're done.
Okay, you got to watch this video.
So you know
ahead.
NASA started out underwater, right? When they first.
Probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They still are underwater. Everything.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yes, they are. These are the trees that I was telling you about, that the mountains that look like trees. Right here.
These are the trees.
In the Bible, or in the book of Enoch, it talks about the angels coming and cutting the trees down so the giants couldn't reach the heavens. Does that not look like a tree? Does that not look like a tree?
But they've always promoted them as rocks or anything but a cut tree.
Tree.
Think about what the hell could cut that?
Angels, giant angels came and cut them down. There's even one that looks like an axe, that has an axe in it. Like literally, there's one that looks like there's an axe still hanging from it. Like, look at
Have you
this.
seen those like petrified rocks that look like giants and
Yeah.
serpents and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, like this one here.
Yeah,
They
that'd be one of them.
That is not a coincidence, y'all. That is not a coincidence. They are hiding this shit right in front of us, and people are so brainwashed and naive that they refuse to look outside of the box and see that these are petrified trees, giant trees that have become mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys think JBR is still alive? Who's JBR? Hey, J. Marie. Who's JBR? I'm not sure who JBR is. Let me pull up Facebook again because I want to show y'all. Because
John Benet Ramsey.
No, I seen her autopsy.
John. Sorry.
I have her autopsy report. I have the photos. White Widow Baby sent them to me, and she is not alive. That is unfortunate. She's not with us. They brutally unalived her. Brutally. I'm going to show you this here. This guy here talking about the Epsteins, because we're kind of going in between the flat Earth and the Epsteins, which all go in together because we've all been deceived by these elites. All of us. Okay, here we go.
Epstein Files releases have contained some incredibly disturbing photographs, but to me, none have been more disturbing than the photographs of Epstein with the children. Now, at this point, I've looked through thousands of the files, I've scanned through thousands of images and even some of the videos, and I have seen pornographic images. There are fully graphic, uncensored images depicting pornography in the Epstein Files that they just released. But to me, these photos are pictures that really stand out because we have no idea who this young child is. Clearly, we can see the child's face is redacted, but also, disturbingly, there's a little square right there. And there are even photos of Epstein holding this child in his lap, as you can see right here. And I don't know who these people are. I don't know who this man is. I don't know who this woman is. I don't know why they're allowing Epstein to be near their children. And you don't know the context of any of this. But there are also, within these new files, multiple victims that are accusing Epstein and his cadre of evil cohort of having trafficked young girls. I'm talking children. If you've studied the Epstein story, you know that he's trafficked children, boys and girls. So this is nothing new, but this is something also the media has never really admitted to. For some reason, they want to portray the Epstein thing as exclusively, the trafficking of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old young girls. But in fact, not only were girls that age being trafficked, but there were also older girls and older women and very, very young children. I mean, we've seen allegations in some of the files here that children were being examined, having their pelvises examined by people like Donald Trump. We've also seen in the pages of this new release of documents, allegations of children being murdered, of torture videos, of snuff films being created, of babies. This is a real quote from one of the emails, and we'll talk about this later. Babies being murdered and then people eating the feces out of the baby's intestines. That is a real allegation that comes from one of these recent files, and I can show it to you. But yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. For now, we just need to keep making videos about Epstein, keep talking about Epstein, keep commenting, keep liking these videos, reposting these videos. Because clearly, nobody is going to ever hold these fucking people accountable. Nobody. We are the closest people to a Justice Department at this point, journalists online and people that are talking about this, than exists in our own government at this moment. Here we have a guy who's actually convicted of child sex crimes, pictured with children. You have documents, thousands and thousands of documents alleging complicity from other powerful men in this guy's crimes. And our Justice Department actually has the courage to sit there and say, yeah, he never trafficked anybody to anyone, and he basically worked completely alone. So as always, fuck the DOJ, fuck the FBI, and fuck this administration. The recent files releases have contained some incredibly disturbing.
I want you all to trigger warning because it is going to affect you. But this is proof that these mofos are cannibals.
Before you play it, I just want to say, if you look back
Thank you, Joe
into
Marie.
a lot of these celebrities think about your favorite celebrity,
Mm-hmm.
and they've lost a child at some point. And
Mm-hmm.
right after they lose this child, all of a sudden their show is number one, or
Mm-hmm.
they don't
Well, Kanye
they
said
don't
it.
yep.
Kanye
They're sacrificing their children to gain celebrity status.
Yep, he told it on them. He said Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan, him, his mother, all of them. They lose a child, something's getting ready to happen. And
Jordan sacrificed his dad.
and his son. I think he said his son too, if I'm not mistaken. They've all lost a child. John Travolta lost a child, his autistic son. Yeah, all of them. It looked just like him. His child looked just like him. Thank you, J. Marie. But what I'm about to show you all is horrific and very graphic, but it shows what these mofos are doing to children and that they really are cannibals. So trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you cannot take this stuff, then do not watch this because it is very, very graphic. Here we go, y'all. This is bad.
Files redacted, and I want you to see what's on this cutting board along with chickens to be cut up and served. This is a leg and a little fucking foot right there of a child. This is the leg of a child on a cutting board with fucking chickens. With chickens. You know exactly what they were going to do. Exactly. With chickens. This is from the files redacted, and I want you to see what's on this cutting board along with chickens to be cut up.
It is a child. And this isn't the first person that has showed this picture. This was actually in the Epstein files. This was actually, I wish I could zoom in. I don't know how to zoom in on it. Let me see. Let me try to do it without no comments on it and see if I can zoom in on it. But this is what got me the most, y'all.
So a bunch of new Epstein files were released today, and
This is from the files redacted.
But yes, that is a child's leg. These mother truckers are horrible people. It is a small leg. Yep. It's a child's leg. A frozen child. They're sick. They're sickos. I don't know how to zoom in, but this is not the only time. I've seen this by other people as well. If you're on your phone, you can zoom in and see it. Yeah.
Daisy, I don't know the exact numbers to how many people pass away per day.
Children.
But I know that we should have a whole lot more cemeteries, shouldn't we?
Well, you know what they're saying, don't you?
Yeah. You ever go to a cemetery to a loved one or someone or whatever, and after time, they put more blocks in, and I can remember standing at my mom's, and over time they ended up putting more headstones in, and the person in front of hers was so close, and I'm like,
how?
That ain't 6 feet. That ain't even close. Like, what? Is he buried vertical or something? Like what the? What?
Diamond sent me a photo. Okay, she highlighted it. Let me take us down. So trigger warning, y'all, because I'm gonna pull up this one that Diamond sent me because she made it bigger for people to be able to see. Trigger warning, y'all. Make sure.
They say when you're buried, that you get unburied. And you never even get put in the ground. I heard.
Just like Ed Gein, just like Ed Gein. You can clearly see that is a dead child in that picture.
No, I can't. But I mean, okay.
You can't see that?
No, but I believe you. I'll take your word for it.
It's horrible. Hey, Yanni. This came out on the Epstein files right here.
It's horrible.
There's more pictures like this out there, y'all. It's very disturbing. You can see the top of this child's head. They're horrible people. We've been screaming this for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
You want me to pull it back up?
But I was crazy. I needed to be put in an asylum for saying it, remember?
That it's too much for people to even believe that these sickos
they didn't believe it. But what are they going to say now? That there's proof that it's
there's
actually
more
real.
Yeah,
it's real. And like I was watching something today, and it's true. Where do McDonald's get 1 billion cows every day? Like
They don't.
they don't. That's right. Yeah. Did you say the one? Did you say the thing about the Germany McDonald's? And they tested the meat, and it was human.
Yup.
Did you say that?
They age differently.
Oh,
they age.
To bring them youth and everything. The go-go
I
juice.
don't eat that crap. I will not. My kids, I tell them you're eating a person every time they go there.
There was a young model that came out that saw them do that, and she went crazy out on the street screaming, they're eating each other, they're eating people, and she went missing, and they've not found her since.
Yeah,
There's
see,
videos.
that's what they do. If you speak, they come after you. That's why I was always scared to say anything. Because I was scared that they would come for me, and I already escaped. I was like, I don't want to go back there, you know.
No.
Yeah.
Like everything dark has to come to light. I don't know who this Jake Shield is, but he said, what's the point of having FBI if they are in possession of videos of elites killing and torturing kids and haven't made any arrest? Why have they not made any arrest other than Epstein? Why have
Because
there
he's the
not?
fall guy. He's just the fall guy. But look, there's another Epstein. Me and my son were talking about this, my youngest son. There's already another Epstein somewhere. It's still going on. I think it's Richard Branson that's got that island as well. There's another Epstein out there already. They're still doing this stuff. This has never stopped. This hasn't stopped. It's still going on. He was paid millions of dollars to be the fall guy. Yeah, he did all that stuff, but he was
Hold
set
on,
up
Yanni
to do that.
Branson. He is the creepiest guy. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Think
Richard
about
Branson.
it. He owns
Oh
a
my
whole island as well.
Google him real quick.
Branson.
Get a chance. He is
I've been
creepy.
looking into him. He's creepy, and
I don't trust anybody with an island.
But he's in the Epstein files as well.
Surprise, surprise.
They were best buddies, like they were really good friends. And he's got a whole island just like Jeffrey.
Diddy was an Epstein. Absolutely, Diddy. And all those celebrities that went to his parties.
Diddy was the tiniest version, though.
Yeah,
he was. Tiniest version of Epstein was huge.
Diddy was
and
just
Richard Branson is even huger.
Yeah.
I think Richard Branson's bigger than Epstein.
These evil elites crave flesh. They want flesh. That's part of their demonic.
Have you seen Chris Jenner's new face?
I have seen it.
He's a
Oh
guy
my
again, I
God.
heard.
Huh?
He's slowly becoming a guy again, I heard.
Who? Chris Jenner? Are you talking? You're
Yeah.
not. You're talking about Caitlyn Jenner. Chris is the wife. Caitlyn is Bruce.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. I have
Are you
no.
positive? You think about that though.
I don't know. Let's see. Epstein literally had a prince under him sick. They're all involved in it. The royals, they're all.
I'll be back. I've got to go. I'll be back. Okay.
Okay. They say the same meat McDonald's uses, Walmart uses too. Y'all, I'm about to put Daisy's calf in my freezer. I ain't buying that ish no more because we don't know what we're eating. To be honest.
Walmart.
Huh?
I don't trust Walmart meat.
No.
The only place I can get an oxtail though is Walmart, unfortunately.
I know, but
damn it.
I know. You never know. You never know. I'm gonna play this right quick, okay? Let's see.
Infants being killed and their intestines removed, as well as other acts of cannibalism. Blank also stated that former United States President George H.W. Bush was engaged in a sex act with an unknown male black, and so much more. So this could be one of the most disturbing new drops from the Epstein file release. This is essentially a tip that was turned into the FBI, I believe, in 2019, August 2019. Basically, this is like the rundown of an interview with an alleged victim of Epstein's who wanted to come forward with what happened to them. And this story is incredibly disturbing. Blank stated that he first met Epstein at approximately age 4 while at the blank East Greenwich, Rhode Island. Then he said his family members of the blank stated at the time he was raped, sodomized by his great uncle, and that Epstein was there but didn't touch him. He goes on to say that Epstein spoke to him after he was raped by his great uncle, but he didn't know who Epstein was until way later in 2016. But he continues. Blank further stated in sum and substance that while on a large luxury ship that sailed out of the Newport Beach show in Newport, Rhode Island, September blank at approximately 8 years of age, he, blank, was subjected to some type of medical exam on the yacht by unknown doctor while his great uncle and family members were present. Blank went on to describe a bizarre event in which blank inserted a tape measure in his rectum. Blank stated subsequent to the exam, he was then raped, sodomized by Epstein, as well as former United States President Bill J. Clinton, while in a heavy drug-induced state. Blank also stated that the bottoms of his feet and back were slashed. Black further stated also during the said yacht trip, multiple unknown male blacks or black people were engaged in sex acts with unknown female whites who had their backs slashed and were bleeding. Blank also described several infants being killed and their intestines removed, as well as other acts of cannibalism. Blank also stated that former U.S. President George H.W. Bush was engaged in a sex act with an unknown male black. Former United States Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and businessman George Soros were present on the same yacht while all the aforementioned acts of violence were occurring. Blank was then asked if he had any injuries or scars as evidence, to which Blank responded, "On my anus." The victim then provided a handwritten list of his family and extended family members and suggested they talk to them. He also stated that his great uncle is in possession of video evidence of his crimes against Blank, as well as several snuff films that Blank had watched in the presence of his great uncle. So in this one tip alone, we've got multiple former U.S. presidents named, multiple high-profile government figures, allegations of a yacht party, which I don't find to be unrealistic, more allegations of medical experiments done on victims, which Epstein was obviously fond of, violence, potential murder, snuff films. And this isn't the first time we've heard these allegations in relation to Epstein. However, we're seeing more and more of them now, and I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that this might not be a joke anymore. Blank also described several infants being killed and their intestines removed.
Snuff films are films where they actually kill people and film it. Like it's a film of them actually red rumming people and they film it. That's what it is. I want to show you this about JonBenet Ramsey because it's also come out on the Epstein files about JonBenet. Ramsey, which we've been saying all along, and Megan said the
I
same.
told y'all 2 years ago that John Benet Ramsey was not killed by her brother, that she was part of a P3D0 traffic ring. Literally, the first time I watched a documentary and they said that she had DNA inside of her, she had assault documented, and someone tried to pass it off as her riding a fucking bike. And then if you know anything about the pageant world, look, the reason my dad didn't let us do pageants, he has an older daughter and she had done them for a bit. My older sister did. It was, yeah. John Benet was trafficked. It went wrong. The night went wrong.
That's what
and they
Megan
tried to
said.
cover it up. That's exactly what the fuck happened. And the whole police botching it, that was an inside out. You can't tell me that wasn't intentional. So yeah, her being in the files, abso-fucking-lutely tracks. Y'all, this stuff is right in front of our faces. Like, these types of people are so much more prevalent than the everyday person wants to admit. But the everyday person runs across these other people every day. They are the everyday people. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. We told y'all 2 years ago that.
Okay. Yep. So there you go. True, y'all. People have been calling us crazy for. Okay. Here is another person talking about the picture of the kid with the chicken. Was you wanting to say something, Matthew? Okay. There's so much evidence out here, y'all.
Most disturbing fucking images of my entire life come out of the Epstein files, so major fucking trigger warning. Here it is. If you want to know why they have redacted pictures of a cutting board, look at the foot sticking out. That's a child. They're prepping to eat. I told you guys cannibalism was next. I told you they're fucking eating people. Babies. It is in fact that bad. It does in fact get worse. And yes, it is pretty much every single person that's been in power for basically centuries. This is what they've been doing. The Epstein files are in fact this bad, and they get worse. Really giving a whole new meaning to eat the rich. Huh. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
But it's everywhere. It's not just the United States. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, so here we go. There's another one here too. Can you imagine the feds that saw those pictures? Oh, I'd say they've saw a lot worse. That's down the toilet bowl, not the rabbit hole. Honey, you're absolutely right, the toilet bowl. You got any comments on this, Matthew? We talked about it, so we got deep, dude.
Gross. It's hard to believe. It makes you just. I can see why people just shake it off and call other people crazy. They don't want to believe this, but it's too much evidence, you guys.
They don't want to believe that humans are this fucking rotten. And I hate to curse, but it's the truth. They
just
rotten.
Pay attention to what's going on. Like Yanni just said, McDonald's. You guys, I mean, there aren't enough cows in the world.
They don't care what they do. They don't care. They like human flesh and they want us to like it.
I think we have though. We have liked it and not known it.
Exactly.
Like I go grocery shopping all the time, and I'm not gonna lie. Today, I walked past the meat section and was like, "Man, is all that human meat?"
So many people have witnessed these elites doing it, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. They are proud of it. Look at Chrissy Teigen. This right here is an actual photograph that's in the pizza shop where all the celebrities go, downstairs in the basement. This right here is. Here we go.
Wow.
Tape measure in his rectum. Blank stated subsequent to the exam, he was then raped, sodomized by Epstein, as well as former United States President Bill J. Clinton, while in a heavy drug-induced state. Blank also stated that the bottoms of his feet and back were slashed. Black further stated also during the said yacht trip, multiple unknown male blacks or black people were engaged in sex acts with unknown female whites who had their backs slashed and were bleeding. Blank also described several infants being killed and their intestines removed, as well as other acts of cannibalism. Blank also stated
Nicki
that former
Minaj
U.S.
said it
President
too.
George H.W. Bush was engaged in a sex act with an unknown male black. Former United States Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and businessman George Soros were present on the same yacht, while all the aforementioned acts of
We know
violence were occurring.
Soros is a
Blank
part
was then
of it.
asked if he had any injuries or scars as evidence, to which Blank responded, "On my anus." The victim then provided a handwritten list of his family and extended family members and suggested they talk to them. He also stated that his great uncle is in possession of video evidence of his crimes against Blank, as well as several snuff films that Blank had watched in the presence of his great uncle. So in this one tip alone, we've got multiple former U.S. presidents named, multiple high-profile government figures, allegations of a yacht party, which I don't find to be unrealistic, more allegations of medical experiments done on victims, which Epstein was obviously fond of, violence, potential murder, snuff films. And this isn't the first time we've heard these allegations in relation to Epstein. However, we're seeing more and more of them now, and I think people are starting to wake up to the fact that this might not be a joke anymore. Blank
I
inserted
don't
a
think
tape
Trump was a part of it, because if he was, they'd have him hanging by a hook. They would have him hanging by a hook.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not sure, but it will come out eventually. But
Yeah.
I think, though, that if he would have been a part of it, that they would have already had him crucified, I think. But who knows? You know, you never know. You never know. It's freaking crazy. I also wanted to show you what was it? I think I showed you a lot of the other stuff. Is there anything you want to show, Matthew, or talk about with it? It's crazy.
No, I mean,
Hey, Ron,
a
go
lot of
ahead.
this is hard. It's hard to believe. I know, but it's just too many videos. There's too much proof. I mean,
Well, I mean, if you look at Bremen Bobamitch, I mean, she makes a cake out of semen, blood, urine, all that, and they eat from it and they brag about it. She's an open Satanist, high witch priestess. I wish Sayla was on here. She could tell you a lot about Bremen Bobamitch. Have you not seen the spirit cooking that they do?
no.
That right there tells you everything you need to know. Hang on, I'm going to bring it up and open up his mind about the. And Jay-Z is one of her biggest fans. They all hang out with a Bremen Bobamitch. They literally eat this shit. Let me show you. It's going to open your mind up more. I will blow you away. I've been talking about this shit for a long time. Human heads. This is some of her artwork. This is supposed to be made with pig blood. This is her. She's a high witch priestess in Hollywood. This is her right here. She's got upside down cross. Here is where I believe this is a real human. Lady Gaga eating this out of this cake that's made out of urine and semen and you name it. And they openly brag about this being made from that. They're not even trying to hide it. This right here. This is supposed to be a human being laying here, covered in all this blood and all this. This was written on the wall. This is what they call art. This is supposed to be a child that she poured pig blood all over. This is Jay-Z's big rapper friend. Beyonce's here with them. They're all demonic. And then people say we're crazy. We're crazy, but the evidence is here. Here's the child. She's putting the blood on, y'all. Here's her and Jay-Z doing like the evil eye, the third eye thing together. Like, come on, y'all. It's right in front of our faces. This bitch is evil. She's a witch. She's a high priest witch. They're all in on it. Spirit cooking. Look, Lady Gaga's eating from the sperm cake. I mean, it's right there. We're not lying about it. We're not being over dramatic about it. They do not hide that they are Satanists and that they are cannibals. In fact, they indulge in it. Look, Pedestra drinking blood. Look at this. Let's see if it'll pull it up. With a sharp, deep knife cut deeply into the middle finger of the left hand, eat the pain. They're sickos, you guys. They're sickos. And they are not hiding it. Why can't people see that these people are evil? Here's the other picture of the woman that's supposed to have been a spirit cooked, covered in blood and semen and everything else. They're not hiding these. These are real pictures of Lady Gaga and Abrima Abramovich. And don't even get me started on the other high priestess. What's her name? The one that looks like a demon. I forget what her name is. What's her name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about too. That's who I thought you were talking about at the beginning.
Crazy too. What was her name? Evil high priestess of Hollywood.
Talking about the lady, she's always like seen with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, what's her name? Oh hell. I forgot her name and I talk about her all the time.
The lady from Italy.
Yes. Her and her husband. They're all
Scary.
crazy.
Yeah. She's always around the
all the celebrities. I think they have sex with her as a ritual. Because there's that one guy that what's his name? He's a rapper. He has a video of him in like a trance and she's laying in the bed like they had just had relations. And there's a video of her and Kim Kardashian.
Yes, the Kardashian.
Oh, so I wish Taylor
Maria
was,
something.
No, Maria Abramovich is the one we just showed. This one is let's see. That what's his name? Her husband's a high fashion designer that looks
Just Google witch around the Kardashians.
Yeah, there we go. What is her name? Let me see. I'll find it on TikTok. Because they all know who she is.
Oh man, y'all can hear me eat my cereal.
Yeah.
So good.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Michelle Lamy. Michelle Lamy. I'll show you the picture of her. She's another one with Jay-Z. That's the one I was talking to you about. You can look at this chicko and tell she's evil. You don't even have to pretend with her. She does not hide it. Remember that one guy that looked at her and said, God is good, and she would not say it. That guy made him shut up about it. Michelle Lamy. She is the highest of high priestess. And
Yep. Ah!
She is the evilest thing. And she,
Yeah,
I believe
that's
she
normal.
has 6 rituals with the celebrities. She's a high witch, high priestess witch in Hollywood. She is highly, highly looked up to with all these elites, these Hollywood eliters. Y'all, I've been screaming this for years.
So Jamie Foxx did something where he had some kind of gathering where he did something where he spoke, and this was after he got sick and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking around hugging everyone, oh, I'm glad to be alive, just walking around. and as he's walking around, she's back there walking around. I'm like, no, hell no.
It's her right there. Kim Kardashian.
Ugh.
Yeah. I'm telling you, y'all, and then the Kardashians on there and try to say that they're Christian. You're not Christian if you hang around with devil worshippers, you practice witchcraft. You do not do it. The Bible warns about divination. You can't play with the devil and God both. It don't work like that. Get rid of your third eyes. Get rid of those necklaces that's got a third eye on them. They're demonic. They're open portals for demons to come in and wreak havoc on your life. Get rid of this stuff. Ask God for discernment and get rid of it. In fact, Kim Kardashian, somebody gave her a piece of hair of Marilyn Monroe, and she said, "Oh, I can't wait to do some wicked witchcraft and voodoo on this." They're open witches, y'all. They don't hide it at all.
What the fuck are they wearing?
That's how she dresses. She's evil. Like they think that is like fashion. That is not fashion. Rick Owens. Her husband's name is Rick Owens. She actually had a purse made with his head.
Is that French Montana? What the fuck?
What? Rick Owens. Shit.
Oh, I thought that was French Montana on the picture.
No, that is Kim Kardashian. I'm trying to pull it up here. Rick Owens.
Oh,
me. Hang on. Exactly. I'm telling you all. Let me bring it up now. I'm going to bring up the whole thing about Rick Owens.
Just legs.
This is this woman. This is Rick Owens. Here is her with the. See that her purse is his head? Tell me that shit ain't wicked.
Come on.
That shit's wicked. Tell me these people are not freaking cannibals. Have you seen their fashion shows?
No.
Yeah, they're demonic. Very demonic.
Probably use like real human skin.
Probably. Look, there's Usher with her. Look at her there. Come on, y'all.
What's with them shoulder pads?
Yeah. Y'all cannot tell me this woman is not evil. Look, you got all them rappers with her.
She looked like the scary girl that came out of that well. What was that movie? The Ring. Yeah, The Ring.
The Ring, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she looks like.
That's because she's into deep witchcraft. High priestess.
All these celebrities. Your favorite celebrity has been with this lady.
I believe it.
Damn.
Kim Kardashian and them have for sure. Look, there is, who's that? Cardi B? Or is that Nicki Minaj?
I can't tell.
Let me see. Cardi B. Yeah. These people are evil. Look at this. Look at that.
Jeez.
She
not normal.
She also flashes the Baal sign as well. That means she's a Satan worshiper for Baal. Let me see if I can find it where she flashes the Baal sign. Look at that one. I mean, this woman, y'all, this is who Holly Weird looks up to. This is who Holly.
Right.
Here she is.
And right in front of our face.
See what I mean? This guy here, I think they've had sex. Like they're gross. They're gross. Like look, there she is with Kanye. Kanye acts like he's an innocent angel. Kanye is not innocent at all. Kanye is just as evil as the rest of them.
Kanye's trying to tell on the industry, but he forgets he's a part of it. So.
He is a part of it.
He says they sacrificed my mom. Well, you know what? I think you knew. I think you
knew. Who would do that? Who would have them kill your mom? If they come up to you right now and asked you, like, if you want to be famous to unalive your children or your parents for money, I'd say hell no. There ain't no amount of money that's do that, but some people will do it. They want to be.
My kids would be like, which one? Which parent?
I mean, that's just how it is. Like, I've been
That's not
talking about these people for a long time. Me and Yanni and all the rest of them. They're evil. They're wicked. They hurt children, and it's coming out and it's coming to light. Like, I don't know who. I heard that Kanye's little girl, North, was wearing this Rick Owens' clothes. And she was also wearing Beyonce Balenciaga. And we all know what happened with the Balenciaga stuff, where they had those photo shoots with little kids in bondages. Do you remember that, Matthew?
Yeah.
And Kim Kardashian puts her daughter in Balenciaga.
And they act like it never happened.
Do you know who one of the first celebrities that come forward about them eating children and hurting children for fame? Billionaire Club?
Roseanne.
Not just Roseanne, but Justin Bieber as well.
Really?
Yep, they offered him a billionaires to be a part of the billionaire club, and he said that they offered it. They brought a child in that had been abused and tried to get him to rape and kill that child, and he wouldn't do it. And so he left, and they later killed the child, allegedly, and he didn't do it. But now, guess who's a part of the millionaire club? Justin Bieber. Guess who's wearing Balenciaga now? And I got on his Instagram and said, "Get that shirt off, Justin. You're better than that." And he posted a picture of flipping his people off. So I think that was towards me. And then his wife gets a $1 billion deal with Rode. She's a billionaire now. Remember his song, Yummy? Because,
And then the video is eating pizza.
Yep. I don't know about Justin Bieber. Maybe he's trying to do right, but I know that they just become billionaires. And he was throwing that Balenciaga around.
All right, Daisy, I gotta go.
Okay.
Because I love my kids.
Yes, you do, and that's a good thing.
Most of them. But
you love them all.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me up.
Okay, you're welcome. We got to talk about this again.
Oh, we got more, way more to talk about.
We
And
got
plus,
more.
we got to get Miss Selah.
Yes, we got to get Selah up here. We got to let her do her thing because she's very educational and very educational about this stuff. She knows a lot because guess what? She was born in the Masons.
Yes, she was. She's Eastern or East Star or Eastern
Star, 33 degree, her grandfather.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of 33, she made a point to keep bringing up how 33 comes up so much in today's world, and she is so. Oh my gosh, she's so right. So when I was at the store, the number 33 came up, and dude, you will not believe it came up while I was going.
I knew he was going to do that. He was going to do that. I was waiting for that to happen, y'all. I was waiting for that to happen. Yanni said, "Guess who's back? Eastern Star is the woman's Masons." Really? Wow. That is crazy. Y'all, I've been wanting to come on here and talk about this so much. You just don't even know. I'm glad I got it off my chest. I wasn't really going to go live tonight until I went into Matthew's and he was talking about it. I think Diamonds and Matthew talked about it yesterday. I was so extremely tired. I passed out. I went in and out a little bit to try to listen to it, but I was so tired that I actually fell asleep. I fell asleep on Yanni tonight too. And I woke up and that's when I went into Matthew's and seen. Where'd Yanni go? Hang on.
Hey.
What's up?
You always fall asleep. I know when you're falling asleep. I'm like, Daisy, you're falling asleep. I know.
I am so exhausted because of work and the
Well,
snowstorm.
get some rest, Daisy. I don't want anything to happen to you.
I'm good. I'm good now. I slept today. So I'm up for a minute.
That's why I didn't call you because I was like, oh, maybe she's been working and
my neighbor called me, and all I remember is her saying a few things, and then she got off because I was asleep talking to her, asleep.
Oh, I know way before you. I know way before you fall asleep that you're falling asleep.
Yes, you
After
do.
5 years, I know.
Uh-huh.
I know. Oh
I do
gosh.
too.
But I've been watching these files, like I've been like, I can't even, you know,
am Rhonda.
as you remember, like 4 years ago when I spoke about it, people thought that I was insane.
Yeah,
They
they
thought I was
did.
insane.
They really did.
And now look, and now look. And
Yep.
you know what? Did I ever think that it would come out like this? No, I didn't. I really didn't. When I
Right.
spoke about it, I'd had no idea that this was going to happen.
No.
And I mean, my daughter got messages, your mum's talking about being in ritual abuse and she's nuts, and saying this to my daughter. And now look.
No. I know them devils that did that to you. That's
They
not
did
right.
that to my little girl while she was sick as she could ever have been in her life at that point. And, you know, I mean, they told her, you better tell your mum she's insane. Like they basically were telling her that I need to be in an asylum.
Yeah.
For saying what I said.
Now look.
And now look at the files. Hello, there it is.
But even with them knowing it, they would rather focus on a case that there's no new evidence of anything. They'd rather keep going over the same old stupid shit than to actually do a live and talk about what's really going on in our world.
I know. And you know, the weird thing about it is they avoid me now. They don't want to speak to me. They try to pretend I'm not there because they know that what I said was real. Now they know.
They know.
And they know now. And they're like, shit, she was telling the truth. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
when I told my story, this is what I was saying to Noelle before.
Mhm.
I didn't do it to make money. I didn't sell my story.
No.
I told my story to educate people to look after their children and watch out for bathrooms and things. Like I was just trying to tell people this is what you need to watch out for. Don't let your kids in bathrooms. Don't do this because these are the places they wait to get kids at.
Monsters. Yeah.
And you know, that's why I did it. And that's what I said. I've got a clear conscience because I didn't do it to make money or anything. I did it to help people, to educate people what really is going on in this world. And just saying, like, you better wake up because this shit is real.
And they don't care about children. They're just objects.
I mean, I've known this since I was a kid that they eat children and stuff. I've known this all my life. Yep. And too scared to say anything because I thought, you know, no one was ready to hear that, you know. I did tell the police certain things and they looked at me like, what the hell? The look on the police face when I started talking was like, what the hell? Like they were like, oh. They didn't know what to do. And when I drew that Mason symbol that time, they looked at each other, they looked at me and they said, what does this mean? I said, I don't know, the upside down triangles. I said, they used to wear it on their ring and on a pin on their shirt. And they just looked at each other like, what the hell? Yep. That was one of the first things I drew.
That's come forward, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know what makes me even more sick is to know that Jeffrey Epstein is not the only one. There's so many
he's
more.
not.
They're out there and it's still happening and kids are still
It absolutely is, and it's sad. And I hope God brings it to light and it stops. And I pray for children every day. Every day I pray for these children.
And you know, when they got me, I remember saying all I cared about was that the others were rescued. That's all I cared about. I kept saying to them, you've got to do it now because they'll kill them. I was saying all this stuff, right? I was
Mhm.
saying to the police, "You got to find them. You got to find them now, or it's going to be too late." And I was just freaking out about the others. That's all I cared about.
Oh,
All I wanted to know was the others were safe.
were they
Because
safe?
I promised them, that if I get away, I'm going to come back and get them. I promised them that.
Mhm.
And that's what I said to the police. You've got to find them because I promised I'd come back for them. And they were just like, the look on the police face, I can still remember it to this day. The look on the police face, like horrified that what I was
Mhm.
telling them. But you know what? There's so many people coming out now in Australia as well and talking about it, and their story's the same as mine. You know, we've all got similar, it's all similar, and it's a lot of it's Satanist, a lot of it's Masonic, a lot of
Mhm.
the elites, you know, it's happening the same all
A lot
over
of
the
people are
world.
talking about Nicole Kidman being a part of it, where her dad.
Mm-hmm. Her dad was a doctor, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, her family, I think one of her family members were connected to the Johnson and Johnson family. I can't remember, but I remember seeing something about that she
Mhm.
gets a certain percentage or something. I don't know how true that is, but I remember seeing that. And you know, she went to a school in North Sydney where somebody I know went to, and they said she was really ugly.
Well, I
She
know that there
was
was a
not a
girl.
good looking girl. Like, she was teased because she had red hair and freckles.
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
I know that there's a girl that was on TikTok a while back that said she was her daughter, and that Nicole kept her in a room under her bedroom,
I
a
seen
secret,
that. Mm-hmm.
and that Nicole
Mm-hmm.
had books made out of human bones and flesh,
Oh, they
and
all have. They all have that stuff. They all
and then,
have that stuff. They all
well,
eat. They all eat children. I mean, let's just not lie anymore. This is what's happening. They've been doing it for years.
they
And
have.
them talking about pizza and laughing. Bolt, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Sorry, my dog just.
They were doing it right in our faces, weren't they?
Yep. And them talking like pizza and laughing, and Ellen DeGenerate
Mm-hmm.
friggin' ordering pizza at the Grammys that time and saying, "Harvey Weinstein, where are you? You pay for it." Hi, Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what the hell are these people thinking? We know.
They didn't think at that time that they did that we would figure it out.
I know. And they, you know what? Adam Sandler, I was so upset when Adam Sandler said, "We're all going to Jennifer Anderson's for a pizza party tonight."
That's
And,
horrible.
and I was like, you know what? I hate all of you.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. I hate you all. That's all I kept thinking when I heard them saying it. I hate you all. And
And
I'm not allowed to hate, but I'm sorry. I hate them. Because
I,
I know what they did. I know what they do. So, yeah.
I think that if you hurt a child like that you should be took out and hung.
Yep, I agree.
Back in the old days, they used
But
to
you
do it.
know what, Daisy? They're all going to have their judgment day. They're all going to have it. And, you know, Jesus doesn't want these kind of people. So we'll be safe one day without them.
Right.
That's what we've got to think of, because they
Mhm.
can't last forever. Well, then again, they're probably, you know,
They eat
doing
stuff
things.
in
They might live forever, these people. Who knows?
hell.
Um, yeah, in hell. But they want that. They beg for hell. They're weird. They're weird people.
I believe their mind is so bad that they can't come back from. After you do something like that, how could you ever come back from that?
Well, you can't get ultimate fame without doing it. You can't reach that ultimate fame without doing what you need to do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that part of it. But then there's just normal people, like, just like, let me just sort of say it like this. So, say I live near Sydney Harbour, right? And I could live next door to somebody that does that and not even know for years that that's
Right.
happening. It's right there. And, you know, like only 2-3 months ago, there was a swimming coach arrested just down the road from where I live with child SA all over his computers. There was a ring of like 7 people were arrested. And that very day, and I can show you the video, the police kicked down a door about 4 doors down from me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So you never know. You don't know who you're living near. You don't know where it is, what's going on. But this was right in my backyard. This man was arrested right near my house.
That is
And
crazy.
he was hurting those kids that he was the swimming coach for. Some of them were missing. There's all sorts of weird stuff that went on around him, right near me. So
I
you
do.
don't know. You don't know who your neighbors are. You don't.
I do believe money is the root of all evil. For people to turn like that for money.
Yeah. And they all have to sacrifice something. They all have to. Think about it. John Travolta's son died. Sylvester Stallone's son died. Dr. Dre's son died. Will Smith, I think, or one of those. I might be wrong. One of the other guys. They've got Beyonce and Jay-Z's first baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they've all got to do that. They have to do that to reach the ultimate levels that they reach. But don't worry, Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jay-Z's hiding. He's run. Do you know he's run? Did you see the news?
Yep.
He's run, he's hiding because he knows they're coming for him.
The
And they all need to go. She needs to go too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They do. And
yeah.
Even though Nicki Minaj is spilling the tea, I think she was a part of it too.
Oh, she definitely was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she wore that priest outfit or whatever to the Grammys. She wore the I mean, I'm not talking about the Versace one that they spoke of, but she's definitely, I mean, maybe she doesn't like it anymore, but she certainly did years ago. She's not innocent.
She's not innocent at
She's
all.
got a demon in her named Roman.
Yes.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm. I don't
They've all
trust her
got
as far as I can throw her.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
She's not to be trusted. None of them. Look, I'm sorry to hurt everybody, but people aren't who you think they are. You may think and look up to them, but they're not who you think they are.
The only one I look up
None
to is
of them.
Jesus Christ.
None of them. Biden, freaking Obama, Trump, all of them, they're all doing bad stuff. And it's going to come out. And people,
it will come out.
It's going to come out. And it is what it is.
I
And
see
look what
a-
just happened to my niece. Like, I mean, she was dragged off the street. She's a Native American girl from America, born in South Dakota, and they dragged her off the street on her way to her car because she was at a bar and her friends were getting drunk and she had to drive, so she left. And
Why
they
did
got
they
her.
do that?
Don't know. She was just walking down the street. I said, "What did you do?" She's like, "Auntie, I was walking to my car. I was very inconspicuous. I wasn't dressed in any." She wasn't dressed in any way. She wasn't, all she was doing was going to her car. And they dragged her off the street and told her she was illegal. She said, "I'm born in South Dakota. Here's my ID." And they said to her, yeah, and they said she was lying because they said she had an accent.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even
Because
check her ID or anything?
She said, "Let me show you my ID," because we have a different ID than other people. It's a Native American ID that we have. And
Mhm.
we're supposed to carry that everywhere because it's got our blood group and, all sorts of stuff they can scan on that card.
Mhm.
And she had that with her driver's license. She had everything on her, and they kept her for 4 days. And instead
Wow.
of when they frisked her, they didn't
Mhm.
just pat her down. They slammed her head against a wall
Wow.
and they grabbed her in places, okay?
That is
Um,
crazy.
and they said to her, "You better just shut up, little sister, or we'll run a train on you."
Mm-mm.
Mhm. Anyway, I
Did
just
you
said to my
report
uncle,
it?
"I can't pay these legal fees." I said, "So you guys better come up with it because I can't pay it right now. I can't."
Mm-mm.
And
That's
it's up to
horrible.
them. I'm the one that found her. I'm in friggin' Australia and I had to find her
Wow.
because they're useless. And I love them, but they're useless. Anyway, I said to them, "This court case has to be paid by you because I can't pay for it. And I want to, but I can't."
Are they suing them or what's
Oh
the
yeah,
case?
the pictures are bad. And I told her, I was like, "You need to come to YouTube and talk about this and tell people." I said, "Once this lawsuit's over, you need to show them pictures and let people see what they did to you."
Wow.
Yeah, I told her. I said, "Look, I don't go live. That's not what I do." I said, "But I
Well,
got friends that will do it and have you on there and let you
mhm.
tell your story."
I
And
will.
she said, "Yeah, I know you will." And I said to her, she can't while she's doing the lawsuit, but
Mhm.
I'm sure it's going to be quick because there's so much evidence.
Yeah. Well, just
She
like
had she's got handprints literally on her boobs, handprints
wow.
all over her body,
What were they doing? Hitting her in her boobs?
rubbing her, yeah,
Oh my god.
rubbing her in, where, and saying like, oh, she said it's horrendous the things that she told me. It was worse than I even thought when me and her sat down and spoke for hours. I was like hysterically crying.
Well, there's
Um,
good and bad in everything. In law
exactly.
enforcement
You know
and
what? It wasn't law enforcement, it was ICE. But
mhm.
like I said, with ICE, that's a double-edged sword too, because there's a reason why ICE was created. They were there to get rid of the gangs and
Immigrants.
the
Mhm.
bad stuff, but they've turned
Mhm.
around and they've started doing like vigilante type stuff.
Mm.
And now they've got it in for Native Americans for some reason or another. That's what they're doing now. They're
Do you think
after
that
Native American people. And I don't know why. We are from America. We're born and we're
exactly,
generations and generations of people from from America.
right?
So I
I'm
don't
sure it makes it to
understand
a
it.
certain
And
group of us.
I'm sure there's good people in ICE as well that
Mhm.
don't act this way. But I don't know what these ones are doing. I have no idea where
To
it got
attack a young
to
girl.
this. I know. And she wasn't doing anything. She wasn't drunk. That's why she was going to get her car because her friends were getting drunk and she's like, "Yep, it's my time to leave."
Mm.
She was doing the responsible thing and gets dragged off the street.
That's horrible.
I know I told her to leave Minnesota ages ago. I told her not to stay there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the place, but I wouldn't live there. But the American Indian Movement headquarters is there, so I've spent time there.
Isn't that
But
where Matthew lives? Is Minnesota? Oh,
where
he's
who?
Wisconsin. Matthew's
Who's that?
Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, he's Wisconsin. Minnesota, Minneapolis was like Prince territory. That's Prince's town, pretty much. He
Oh.
done a lot for Native American people over there. But the American Indian Movement headquarters is there.
Mm.
So lots of Native Americans go there and, they learn the language and all of that because our languages are being lost. So It's just like I told her about 2 years ago to get out of there, and she's like, "Yeah, but I don't want to go to Dakota," and I get that too. But I just know that city
I
was
wish they would come up with some middleman where the people that's been here and worked for years and years and are
yeah,
good citizens of the United States, that they could become legal citizens. You know, they have
yeah,
families here, and the ones
yeah.
that are criminals, get rid of them. That's what I think.
Exactly. I mean, that's like people think that I'm anti-ICE at the moment and all of that. I'm not. I'm anti-bullying, and what they did to her was bullying, and it was abuse.
Mhm.
I wish that. Can you get away from him, you idiot? My dog's so annoying. Sit. Do you want me to lock you outside because you're being naughty? Okay. He's just trying to hassle the cat. Sorry.
It's okay.
Like I'm not anti-ICE. I'm anti whoever these new ICE people are that are doing what they're doing. Like I
Yeah.
wish they would have just stuck to the job at hand, you know, and
Mhm.
what they needed to do needs to be done. Do it,
Mhm.
but don't go after like people
Innocent
that, like
people.
you said, like people that, you know, yeah, they may have got here illegal, and you know, people have their thoughts on that, but
Mhm.
sometimes they're escaping something so terrible.
Mhm.
There's stories behind that journey. You know, there's a lot of, I've heard different stories of people that have come here and undocumented. I mean,
Mhm.
gosh, it's in his family. I know that. I've been around them. But they're
The
I
only
mean,
the
yeah.
only
Go on.
land the only land in this whole entire world that was set aside for certain people was Israel. That is forever their land, and the rest of the land is everybody else's, I think.
Well, yeah, and they say no one is illegal on stolen land. I agree with that to a certain extent. And then there's the crap people that are here that need to go back because they're not doing anything good for anybody. So goodbye.
Mhm.
And it's the same over here in Australia. Like our government have let all these crazy friggin' militant Islamic uh, people, extremists, get away from him. Oh, he's so annoying, this dog. They've let all these extremists in, and the day that those Jewish kids were killed,
Mhm.
Bolt, freaking leave him, you little.
That was devastating.
Yeah, and not only that, but that night in a neighborhood where all their mosques are and stuff, and don't get me wrong, I've got Muslim friends that I love and adore. You know that. My
Mhm.
first husband was Muslim. My sister, well, yeah, we won't go there. But yeah, they what they did, they waited till a day of celebration, the first day of Hanukkah, to bring terror onto people that were just out to have a like enjoy each other's company at a festival
Mhm.
where there was children getting their face painted.
Mhm.
I mean,
Evil. Evil.
and then that night, what pissed me off is our prime minister said it wasn't a planned attack. I was like, oh my, you didn't just say that, seriously. Then that night in the suburbs where their mosques are, they were burning the Australian flag and flying the ISIS flags.
Wow.
Now that should get people deported. Why aren't they kicked out
Exactly.
immediately for that?
I don't know.
See, that's what I mean. Those people need to get the hell out of here. They called us like, well, I'm, you know, I got Australian kind of by default, but they were getting on social media and threatening the whole of Australia, saying, you Aussie dogs, wait till New Year's night. And people got arrested on New Year's with bombs and everything, you know, here.
Wow.
Yeah, get rid of them. Get rid of them. And the same goes with America. Get rid of the people that do that crap.
Exactly.
Get rid of them. Don't get rid of people that have built a family over here and taken children away from their parents. Don't do that.
There's
Get rid
people
of the
that have been
crap.
here for years that built this town right here that I live
Exactly.
in. A
But
lot
get
of
rid of the
Hispanic
crap
people.
people. They need to go. If they go, things could only get better. Get rid of them. It's the same here.
I
You
agree.
know, not all Latino or Mexican or Central American people are bad. I've been married to. I'm married too, and yeah, don't get me wrong. My husband's family are horrible. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. I don't even want to be in the same room with them half the time.
Yeah.
That's the honest to God truth.
But
I've
that
told
happens
you that.
with all families, not just Hispanic families.
But then, yeah, exactly. And then there's people in his family that I just love, like they're my own family. So,
Right.
you
Right.
know, it's not just Latino people and it's not just Muslims here, it's other people as well. But it seems to be the militant Muslims that are
Shit, they were
doing
bringing
all this
people over
stuff.
here that didn't even know how to live like in a city. They were used to getting like ducks out of the creek and shit. But they were going in and getting our geese and our dogs.
I
and
know,
shit.
I remember that. I remember.
I don't know. There's probably still people here that does that. You know what I'm saying?
I know, there probably is. Because
Mhm.
there's people here that are like that, that are backwards.
Mhm.
Like it's a total fire ban in Sydney, right?
Right.
Because we have a lot of bushfires and things happen, and it's really hot here. But my neighbours are cooking outside day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're cooking. It's their traditional Iranian food. And don't get me wrong, it smells really good.
Mhm.
But there's a total fire ban, and they're not supposed to be doing that. I mean, it's dangerous, and it comes through my whole house. It's not well thought out, you know.
Yeah.
And that's every day. I have to. It's first thing in the morning. I'm like, and I always think something's on fire in my house. I go
Unfortunately,
running through the house, and it's just them cooking
I don't think
breakfast.
I don't think it's going to get better. I think it's only going to get worse.
I do too. I do
These
too.
celebrities
But
are going to
the
get more
end,
evil.
it's the end times, and
Mm-hmm.
we're safe. They're not when it's over. Like, let's face facts. We
Yep.
are safe. They are not safe. You don't get away with eating children. You don't get away with that. God does not like that kind of stuff. That
Well,
is disgusting.
even with people coming out and saying it now that they're doing all this stuff and all this
Yeah.
evidence, there is still people out here that will not believe that this stuff is really going on. They refuse to
know.
believe it. And it's
They
right in their
do
face.
refuse to believe it, but they look really stupid right now trying to
Mhm.
fight that because the evidence is everywhere.
The
They
the
can't
evidence
look.
is
It's not
solid.
going to be long. Let's just face the facts. Once these files are completely out, and it's not
Mhm.
just the files, the Clintons. I mean, there's so much to them files.
Oh, yes, you're
I mean,
absolutely
those two evil Clintons. There's friggin' they're just,
There's just so much.
the stories I've heard about her are worse than what I've heard about him, and he's pretty bad. So
Well, if people can be okay with demolishing a little human being inside of a body, like, and think it's okay to do that, then they don't care what these celebrities do to children.
But not
That's
only that, but like we'll go. I'm going to go back to Nicki Minaj. Now she wants to talk about it. Nicki, you were there. You seen them do it. You
Uh-huh.
were there.
There's no doubt in
Lady
my mind
Gaga,
that
you
she
were
does.
there. Beyonce, you were
Oh, yeah.
there.
Lady
They
Gaga
were
is a big
they
part of it.
seen it. They did it. Nicki did it
Mhm.
too. Cardi B does it too. They all do it.
They all have done it.
Shakira, as much as I love Latin music, and I do, but now I
Mhm.
just feel so ew. 'Cause I
People
know
want to act
they
like
all
and
do it.
pretend like it don't happen, that it never happened. Like my sister, she don't want to talk about it because she
Yeah, I
doesn't
know.
want to face the fact that this shit really does happen in the United States of America and all over the world.
All over the world. And my story
Yeah,
is a million other people's stories. I
right,
mean, I'm only one person. There's a million of me in the world, more
right,
than a million,
right.
that have the similar stories. I mean, the stories are so similar that
Mhm.
it's weird that all around the world the stories are the same, like the
Mhm.
Satan stuff and the the things about
I don't
hurting and
know if Michael Jackson, there's an audio of Michael Jackson out there where he was terrified before his death.
oh, he
That
said they're coming to kill me.
so I don't know if Michael was a part of it or not.
Did you hear the
Almost think
part
he was
where did
trying.
you hear the part where he says, did you hear the latest call where he was talking about going to the hospital taking presents for the kids? Did you hear that one?
Uh-uh. No.
Where he says, I went to a hospital, I flew Minnie and Mickey Mouse out of Disneyland to bring to the hospital for these children. I had gifts. I went to the hospital. As I walked out the next day, they were saying Wacko Jacko does it again. He said,
Oh,
no matter what I do, and I love children, I just want to give back because I've been fortunate.
you
They
know
look at
what?
me as crazy.
We
Yeah.
all know that Bill Clinton is a horrendous, horrible pedophile, sicko,
Yep. Yep.
and
Yep.
not one person has said anything about him. Like it's almost like they
Oh,
just
they've been
disregard
subpoenaed.
all of the
They've
shit
been subpoenaed now, him and Hillary. So
for
they're
what?
gonna have to speak.
They were smiling in there. They know they're going to get away with it.
I know, it
They
makes
know
you
they're going to
sick,
get away with
doesn't
it.
it? But haven't you always looked at her and went, ew? Have you always had that thing with her? I've
I feel
always
like she's
looked at
very,
her and thought, ew,
but you
yuck.
know, the one I think is a witch, a high priestess witch, a very evil, evil witch, more eviler than her, Pelosi.
Oh, yes. Oh,
I might
yeah.
be wrong. She may be more
I
eviler than Pelosi.
Who knows? But, well, I don't know. Hillary's pretty, oh,
Yeah,
she's pretty bad. But
yeah.
then, yeah, she's just, I don't know.
They're
They're all the
all
same.
bad,
They're all
bad.
the same. But Hillary, I think she's
Mhm.
on a whole nother level.
I do too.
There's something about her that just doesn't sit with me.
There is
And
not,
him.
I don't believe there's a marriage there. I
Do
think
you
it's,
know that he likes girls to stand on the glass tables and poop on them and stuff?
oh, we got a doctor in Harlan that does that.
Yeah, he gets under the
Girls,
glass
not women.
table. Isn't that gross? Ew.
It's
Ew.
gross, but they're sick. Like
It's
that's demonic. If
disgusting.
okay, the devil's gonna put shit in your mind like that. It's whether
Yeah.
or not you want to engage in that or you want to say, I rebuke you, get out of my mind. But
Do
he's
you
gonna
know that no
bad stuff.
amount of money, millions of dollars with that Cassie got would ever be enough to let a man pee in my mouth? I'm sorry, but
No.
no amount of millions would me go, yeah, okay, because this is the lifestyle I want to have. So yeah, go ahead, pee in my mouth. Sorry, no.
I think that she knew exactly what she's doing. I don't feel like she was that
I
much of
think
a
she was under a lot of drugs too.
I think she was under drugs and I think she enjoyed the fame. Remember
That's
how
what I
you
think. That's what I think it is. That's what I'm saying. I
yeah,
think with her, it was the money and the lifestyle that she went after. That's what I do think.
yeah.
And unfortunately, she allowed herself to be degraded to the lowest for money
Mhm.
and fame. And no amount of money and fame could make me do that.
No.
No way. I'd
No.
rather be poor.
And she was beautiful. And now she wants to kill herself. I think she would go back to Diddy right now. I really do.
Her husband's pretty good to her, but she's just
Yeah,
having she's having flashbacks. I just hope that she gets through it, but she
Mhm.
did, like, there's a part of me that like says, I hope that she gets better, and she like this husband of hers seems to really love her. But there's a
Mhm.
part of me that looks at her and goes, like, you let it happen.
You
You
did it.
didn't have to say yes. You didn't have to say yes.
Exactly. She had a choice to get out of that situation.
Exactly. She could have left. And let me tell you, yes, he chased her down the hallway, but I'm telling you, she would have had so many chances to get away from him.
Yeah. She
She
didn't
would
want
have had the chances. If I can get away from a ring of absolute savage people like I did and get away for good at 14 years old, believe
Mhm.
me, Cassie could get away from Diddy.
I think she could have too.
Yep.
I
She
feel
wanted
like
the money and fame. And I
money and
don't I
fame,
don't
and she
blame
would
her for
pay.
being abused. I don't blame her for being abused. That's very horrible what she went through. But at what point was enough enough? Like, why did you let it go as far as you did? And she must have seen things. They all
She
see
was a
things.
part of it.
She was
My
there. She
opinion,
seen
she
it.
was a part
They
of a lot
all sit. They
of
all
it.
participated.
Mhm.
She knows that Diddy hurt those kids when he said to his son on the phone, "Get
Mhm.
rid of all those pizza boxes." You know
Mhm.
what that meant? Get rid of all the bodies. And it's disgusting.
Exactly.
Cassie seen that shit.
I think she was just as much a part of it as the rest of them.
But I also
That
think
was there that
I
witnessed
think she
it.
looks at her kids now because she's got 3, and
Mhm.
she has those like, oh my gosh, like I seen this and I seen that, and look at my kids. Like that must make her really sit and look at her kids and
Think
remember
about what she
things.
done, what she
Yes,
did to
that
the
she's
kids.
seen, participated. That
Mhm.
girl that speaks about what those parties said, instead of, when you go into a party and you put the present on the table and you walk
Mhm.
away and everybody instead of that at those parties, they put children on tables.
Oh, I know.
And the people would come in and choose a child from the table, take them, do what they wanted, then put them back on the table for the next person.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
And the children are so abused that they don't
That
even
was
know.
that's in Diddy's videos. He did that shit.
Oh, yeah.
He did it.
No doubt. No
That
doubt
girl
at
was
all.
at Diddy's party, and she said that Denzel Washington was there. And he's the one that talks and says, no, this and no, that. She
This
said
is
he
Skid
was
Row,
there.
yeah. Look at
Is
the
that
streets
that?
of Skid Row.
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
watching Skid Row instead of
Oh,
Kensington.
is that LA?
Yes, that's in Los Angeles.
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
bad there.
This is in front of a where they feed the homeless and
Yeah.
homeless shelter. They get
Yeah, I know.
crazy out there.
I've been down. We went down Skid Row a few times, me and
You did?
yeah. I
Those
dropped off
people
water and talked to the people.
it must not be cold there because they're in shorts and stuff. But
It's
they'll
not.
line up in the mornings.
Cali's not that cold. It's kind of like Australia in a way, Cali. It's not that. It can
Doesn't
get
get
cold there,
snow
but
like we do.
yeah, no, it's like Australian weather.
Yeah.
But then again, when you're high on drugs, you're hot anyway because your inner body's hot. So
Yeah.
you don't feel
This
cold.
camera is following this man. Oh Lord, there goes his wheelchair.
There goes the ghost. Hey, ghosty.
Listen, what? That's another thing I want to talk about. Ernie Shell, y'all.
Did you
Have you
say?
heard? Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I forgot about that.
Did
I
you
was so
see?
stuck in the Epstein files that I
Well,
forgot all about it.
he got
Yeah.
arrested
Did,
online again, and
did you
now his
say?
boyfriend spilling the tea to Nicolina.
Yeah, Cole. His name was Cole, and his boyfriend is Chris. Have you
Yeah,
seen it?
I've
Yeah,
seen clips of
the
it.
stuff is the stuff is
I've seen
bad.
some of the clips of it, y'all.
I don't even want to say what I'm seeing. It's that bad. I mean, it's bad.
It's absolutely confirmed now that Ernie is
I
both
can't.
ways.
Well, you and me, we always knew that.
Yeah, we knew it.
We knew.
Yeah.
But you know what? Why can't look? Okay, regardless of what people think about people being gay or whatever, I have gay
Mhm.
friends. I work with gay people, and I love them.
Right. Right.
Be gay. If you're gay, be gay. Be
Exactly.
gay. It's between you and God what God thinks of you after that. If that's
Absolutely.
what you are, if you're gay, be gay. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. Like I say about Ernie. Ernie, just be gay and be happy
But
and just live your
the
life.
problem is he's getting on Grinder and finding these men, but he's not telling them that
That
he's
is
HIV
HIV. Yeah.
positive, and he's giving people HIV.
Possibly, yeah.
But
Possibly.
this man, I listened to some of his interviews.
But he's the taker. He's the taker. He's not the giver.
But this guy that doesn't seem to be bothered that he's HIV positive,
I know,
which makes me
Chris. I
think that
know.
this guy could possibly be that way too, HIV positive.
Could be. And apparently Ernie's the catcher, not the pitcher.
Well, I think he was having what do you call that? A deja-vu with both of them or something. What do you call that?
What do you call it?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh my God, I can't even think of
Threesome?
it.
It's something about a hamster.
Mirage à trois.
Mirage à trois.
Well,
With
however
Ernie?
you say that. Something like that. Somebody help me. Jeez, I can't even. I'm so disconnected from that stuff.
I like that is gold. What they got is gold. I mean,
What's
like
it called? A mirage
Ernie
à
is
trois.
entertaining in itself, huh? A
Mirage
menage a trois.
Menage à trois. That's
A
what it
menage
is.
a trois.
That's
What I
it.
want to know is what their plans was with the hamster.
Yeah, they get into that. That's horrible. Have you heard? Do you know what?
I'm not
goes-
saying they are. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
Mm.
I tell my guys at work, I'm like, don't you dare tell me that you got gerbils at home. Don't tell me that. I'm an animal lover. Don't tell me. And they're like, ew. They're like, yummy, ew. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And then I was telling them about Ernie, and we were sitting laughing. And I was playing it and showing my friends at my work. And they were going, oh my God, he's ugly. He's horrendous. He's vile. I was like,
no, Ernie.
Listen, little pretty boy. Like,
well,
these
that
are like,
man.
yeah.
Oh, they're grilling out. They're grilling out on the thing. What is this?
They might be catching a rat to cook on
I
there.
don't know. What is this?
Oh,
right
don't kill the rats and you can
Look,
kill
they're
the
grilling out.
rat. They're waiting to catch a cat or don't catch cat. You can have some rats if you like.
Well, that homeless shelter there, right there, that building right there is a homeless shelter. They feed them good. They pack out big old things of food.
Well,
they
he doesn't
stand in
look
line
skinny,
3
does
times
he?
a
He
day.
doesn't look underweight.
They feed them.
Let's just
Yeah,
play
they feed them
tennis in the
well.
middle of the street. Why not? He's got a Wilson bat there.
They're out there living their best
You
life
could
out
sell
on
that
Skid
bat.
Row.
You could sell that bat, buddy.
Mhm.
It's expensive. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm so tacky.
No,
As
you're
long as they
good.
don't cook cats and dogs, rats and
They eat
pigeons.
good. They eat breakfast,
Well,
lunch, and dinner.
He looks like he does.
Mm-hmm.
So does she. They don't look like they don't eat.
No,
do
they feed them well, and they can choose whether to go in there and stay all night, but they have to stay the whole night. They can't just run in and out, and so that's why they some of them don't go in, because they want the choice to be able to
get their drugs. Yeah.
get out and do whatever
alcohol.
they want to do.
Well, that one right there is on crack. Sorry, but
They're probably
she's
all
got-
of it.
that one's on crack. I can tell.
But some of them has big old tents and everything. Right here in a minute, it should show the tents. I
They
don't know
got
what
them down at the park because there's a park near
I'm
me
in
where the
for
fish
some
market
reason.
is. We've got a tent sit. That one's nuts. That one right there. Look, that's a crackhead.
Mhm.
Sorry, but that's a cracker.
Yeah, they're
And that's
focusing
it.
on
But
him for some
Ernie,
reason.
let's call
Focusing on him.
Ernie. There's a friend for you, Ernie.
Ernie.
There you go,
Poor
Ernie.
Ernie. Where is Where did they take him to
He's in
psychiatric?
jail.
Ernie's in
He's
jail for a while now.
he's locked down for
His
a
show's
bit.
over with for a while. Well, it'll continue on for a couple weeks once they go through all of the
Yeah,
menage.
I lost interest because I already knew this shit. So did you. We knew this shit.
We knew
ages
this.
ago.
Yeah, I knew that. Me and Big Mama told it. We know Ernie was that way. He flow both ways. We knew it.
Oh, I always knew it. I just sniffed
When
it
it,
because
him,
I'm around those people all the time. I can tell, and I know because my little gaydar goes. I know.
mhm.
Oh, look at this one. Oh,
What's he
crack
doing?
was good. The crack was good
That
tonight.
camera is focusing on his butt. I wonder who's behind this
He's
camera.
got a nice butt. Like he's
They're
got nice long
watching his.
legs.
They're following him on this camera.
Is
That's
that a diaper? Is that a
Like,
pair
let
of
the
shorts
man
or
look
a
his face.
diaper?
I
What
don't
is
know.
that?
Maybe
Like
he's interested.
now you've got me looking up. Is that a diaper?
I don't
Something's
know.
up there. Like
He did
nice legs
disgusting
though.
things in jail
Nice
too.
big
You don't
long
know.
legs.
You
Look,
don't know.
look at those. Look
Oh
at those
no.
legs. Give me those legs. I
How do
need
you
those.
know, Rhonda Lynn? Rhonda Lynn said that Ernie did some disgusting things in jail.
Oh, I could imagine. Ron, get up here and spill.
Spill the beans, Rhonda Lynn. I want to
Come and spill
know.
those
Inquiring
beans.
minds want to know.
We
Really,
want to know.
after those pictures I seen of Ernie, they ain't nothing would make me think any different
We are
about.
nosy up here, Rhonda. Come and spill.
But I have been going into Brad's and watching some of the
Me
interviews.
too. I've been sneaking in there and
And
going,
Biddies. I've been in Biddies too.
yeah, me too. But I just think I keep
Funny.
quiet. I just watch and go, oh.
They said
Because
that
I don't
Lisa
like, know
Kay,
who that's in there, so I don't go there.
they said that Lisa Kay is the one who found him through a
Yes, you
prescription
did.
bottle.
Yes, you did.
Damn.
I'm so glad she did too, because,
What was he doing?
you
What was
don't
he
go
doing?
spreading a disease that's got no cure. I mean,
That's
you can
true.
live for a long time, but you're sick you're sick forever.
Yeah. Right.
And he's
Well,
not
that's
taking his medication properly either.
right. Well, that's one thing I can say. That woman right there, she's crazy. She lives there in this tent. Hang on, I got to show you all this right
Oh,
quick.
the crack's good
This woman right
tonight.
here,
Look.
she is crazy. She gets out there and fights. She lives in these tents and she sits here a day. She'll sit for hours and put her makeup on. She's crazy. I don't know
Look
what
at her.
she's doing there, but she
They've
is
got
crazy.
that's some sort of drug
And
making
she'll
her
get out
do
there
that.
and scream and fight. Yeah, she's tweaking right now, ain't she?
She's
Showing her
tweaking.
boobie. Her boobie's hanging out.
Ew!
They went out of her. They went out of the way.
Suck her in.
Somebody's on
Ew!
fire. Look at her. Somebody's on fire. Looks
That
like
floppy
somebody's on
little
fire.
thing.
Yeah, they zoomed out of that.
Woo!
He's showing her titty.
That titty was hanging straight out.
It was, wasn't it?
Look,
I
he
would
looks
love that.
healthy. He hasn't missed a meal. Look at this guy in the yellow. He hasn't
No, they
missed a
feed them
meal.
good. That building right there that they're laying up against, that's the homeless shelter.
That's the
I watch it
one
for
where they
hours.
all line up at 6 o'clock. That's that one, I think.
Yeah,
I've
they line
seen
up
them.
at 6 o'clock. Yeah.
And
Miss
then they've got to
Stacy,
be out at
Ernie
6
was
o'clock in the
recording a
morning.
live the night Lisa Kay called the police. It's his own fault. I will never follow Ernie ever again. You're gonna have to spill the beans, Rhonda, and let us know.
Rhonda, like we don't know all the beans. I know a little bit because I've been slying around being nosy.
Uh-huh.
But the Epstein files.
Her titties are
Oh,
hanging out again.
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Showing them, y'all.
Get your titty in, girl.
She really is crazy. She gets out there and fights and everything.
Oh
She's
no.
flashing everybody.
She's gonna show it. Oh, she's twerking now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Somebody needs
gosh.
to cover her up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you, it's
Whoa.
wild out there.
I know I've been in. We
Ernie
walked
would
up
be
there.
right at home right here, wouldn't he?
He would love it there. Why didn't he move there?
I don't know. Like, I feel sorry for Ernie because he does have a mental illness. I mean, he really does. He has a
Yeah,
mental illness.
yeah, I agree. But I mean, yeah, there's only
I
so
know.
much nasty that you can get
Yeah,
away
and
with until you're
spreading
like, yeah, that's
HIV.
too much.
Yeah, spreading HIV around
Yeah,
is
no,
not
that's
good.
not okay. But you
Yeah.
know, Rhonda, I know Rhonda's still here. I
Yeah.
know that you were over there, and I was like, I'll pray for my girl. She'll be back.
I might do a live just about talking about Ernie tomorrow because I really want to talk about this.
Yeah, we should. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
because like there's some crazy stuff. Lisa Kay's an investigator, ain't she?
She
We found out where he
investigated a little
was at,
bit. Yeah, she needs to be
but she
quiet
is walking
sometimes because
on
she put
dangerous
people.
territory when it comes to.
She was
Well,
dangerous what she did to me, and I didn't even know her.
what did she do to you?
Do you remember? I told you. I'll tell you later.
Okay, okay.
Remember what I told you about my name changing and all that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she said that name, and I was like, "Don't you say that!" Like
Look at this man. He looks
that is
scared.
putting me in like life or death danger.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
looks
for
like
sure.
that looks like, is that an Asian? It looks like a
Yeah,
Mayan.
he looks like he's reading the Bible. Ernie was so paranoid and in a mental state the night he recorded. When they took him to jail, he spread shit all over the windows and walls.
Ew,
I know.
gross. Yeah, he's a bit.
And
He
him with
really.
HIV,
That's really horrible.
you know,
Yeah,
this is what
he's
correction officers
bad.
have to go through.
You know, he needs to be put somewhere where he can't hurt others. Like he needs to be in a facility.
He really does. He's going to end
He
up like
does.
Amanda, you
He
know.
does because he can't be doing this stuff forever. It doesn't last forever.
No, it don't.
You know, like.
Wow, I
And it's
didn't know he
too
did
late
that.
for Ernie. I think he knows now that his life's like coming to an end because if he's not taken that medicine, because I have a friend that died of HIV about 12 years ago. Actually,
Oh,
died the year Michael Jackson died. So whenever that was.
look, Angel Eyes said the officer slipped and fell in it.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh. Oh, come and
oh
tell
my
us.
gosh.
I'm
Miss
so
Daisy, the police
nosy.
had to
I want to
call
know.
hazmat to come
Get
clean
up here, Angel.
because of
We
the
need
paint
all the
process.
dirt. Oh, we'll just wait till we
How
do
are
a
y'all
whole.
finding all this out?
Get up here on these panels. We're nosy around here.
Exactly.
We want to know the
How are y'all
dirt.
finding all this out? Like, are they
Oh, they
going?
had to get in a hazmat suit. Oh,
Yeah, hazmat suits because he
terrible.
has HIV.
Oh, is that a doggy?
No, that's a human laying there.
Oh, I thought that was a doggy.
Ain't that sad?
Balti, I'm going to drop you to LA and you can live in the street with all the crazy people. Would you like that?
He would love it.
He's laying on his satin pillow because he only likes
Wow.
satin. He only likes satin pillows. He actually will push my pillows off if they're not satin.
Oh, Willie.
Yeah.
How did Benny get this information? That's what I want.
Benny's on it because he's friends with Nicolina and stuff.
Oh, but how are they getting the information about what he's doing in the jailhouse?
I
That's
know.
what I'd
I
like
need
to-
to know. That's what I want to know. I'm
Benny says
nosy. I
it's
want to know it all.
Benny's funny as can be.
I'm going to tell Benny, get over to Daisy's and spill the tea. We need to know.
Spill the tea. We need to know
I'll
what's
go
going
get
on.
Benny. I'll get Benny and tell him, can he come and come
This
up
is
and
sad.
talk about it? I think that, I know it's sad. I think if I asked Benny, he would come.
Probably.
I'm going to go ask him tomorrow. If you're going to do it, make sure you let me know and I'll go tell him. So I'll be like, Benny, can you come and spill the tea?
Talk
Like, we
about
need
his
to know.
food dog. They pay
I
for the
reckon if we
report.
ask him, he'd
Okay.
come. I do.
Ernie has always been a shit show.
He has, yeah.
He has always been a shit show.
For me, I just, pushed him out of the way. I just didn't care either way. Like I was like, do you, whatever.
Exactly.
Like
But
I
some
don't
people,
hate Ernie and I don't
I
like
don't
Ernie.
either.
Like
I
no,
think
I don't
Ernie's a
like
hot
him
mess
or hate
express.
him. Ernie's just Ernie.
He's a hot mess
He's a hot
express.
mess, yeah.
He's like
But
Amanda.
I mean I don't like him. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite people, but I don't hate him because he's
No.
not done anything that well, you know what he's
Yeah.
doing is pretty bad. But he's
It is,
never done
but
anything to me. He's
he's
always
never
been
done
nice to me for some reason. I don't know.
Ernie's got something must have really bad happened to him when he was younger.
Yeah. Did you see when the police were in there when he was saying, "Can you check behind the mirrors?" That I just saw somebody going, "There's a rat they could cook." Did you see it?
Huh?
A
What?
rat just crawled. A rat just crawled
Ooh!
across the courtyard
It
about the
went in that
size
hole.
of my cat. It was
It went in
huge.
that hole. I just seen it go in
Ew.
the hole right
But
there.
like I was saying, he's a hot
Ew.
mess and he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. He
Exactly.
needs to be stopped. He really does.
There it comes back out.
They're freaking big. They've like have you seen the
There it
freaking
is.
rats in New York City? Oh my god.
Uh-uh.
I
They must
seen
eat
one and
really
I
well.
thought it was a squirrel or something, and they said, no, that's a rat. I was
Oh,
like,
dude, it went back in. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't eat them. If you eat a groundhog, Ernie found sex on Griner and went by the name Cole, his partner.
Cole, yeah.
I seen that.
I seen that part, but we need to. Ooh,
Get
is that
that little
another?
rat stick its head out.
It's a huge rat. Look at the
It's a
size
big
of that
daddy.
thing.
Look
It's
at it.
freaking huge.
I know. It's
That's the
crazy.
size of my cat.
That thing is huge.
That's a huge rat.
Looks like
How
somebody's
you
trying to
get?
catch it.
They can eat rat. You know,
Oh,
try.
boy. Cat would eat a week off that big old daddy.
Oh, my cat Zuzu, he would tackle that thing in 5 seconds.
My
Be like,
cat,
yeah.
Kitty Girl, she would kill whole rabbits. She loves the taste of rabbits. Wild
Oh,
rabbits.
Zuzu, my neighbor said to me the other day, we love when your black cat's in our yard. He gets all the rats. I said, yeah, he's a hunter, that one. He brings them in the house too.
Well, he'd have a feast with that right there. Look how big that damn rat is.
It's freaking
Somebody's
huge.
behind this camera.
Look at the size of that fucking. Oh, excuse me.
He's just like,
What the
feast
fuck
time.
is?
That's a big ass
Oh,
rat.
he's kind of cute, but
In a way, he looks
now.
like a squirrel, don't he?
Now he's kind of got, he's grown on me and now he's cute. Or she. Is she pregnant?
She might be pregnant.
He's got a cute face. I can't hate any animals.
No, I can't either. Nicolina and Lisa Kay both were on Aunt Benny's live. Lord have mercy.
Whoa,
Oh
how
my
big?
God, did you see that big
What
one?
a huge one.
They're huge.
They're
Them
bigger
are
than
them
that in
big
New York.
LA rats.
They're bigger than that in New York, though.
I bet they are.
They
I
are.
bet
They are
they
like the
are.
size of dogs. They're
Dang. Could you imagine something like that biting you? Jeez Louise.
rats. Daisy's up looking at Skid Row, and these rats are coming out of the holes, and like they're the size of Loki.
They're huge.
I'm
Did
on
she hear
the
me
camera
squalling?
with Daisy.
She
Hold
must
on
have
a
heard me
minute.
squalling. Angel said I jumped. I know, them suckers are huge. I would not sleep out there with them big mofos. They're like big squirrels, bigger than squirrels. Look, that's a whole camping area right there. They got a whole get up right there, y'all. Look here. Tables and everything. They got it made. They got a whole apartment set up outside, y'all. I hope I don't get like a copyright on this. I wonder where that what that shadow
Sorry,
is.
Alea come in and was talking, but I was listening to you.
Oh,
But
it's
those
okay.
friggin' rats, you should see the size of the ones in New York City. Those
I
are, oh
know,
my
I
God.
bet. Well, we see
I
those ones
didn't,
in
I thought it
Kansas.
was a dog or a cat, and they said, no, that's a rat. And I looked and it was freaking huge. I
Gosh,
was
I
like,
don't know.
oh
Those
my
are
God.
big.
Bolty, you would rip that rat apart, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
You would get it.
Look, they got their own little tent apartment set up right there. They got a
Oh,
table and everything.
I know.
I wonder how
I
many
feel
of
so
them.
bad for them, like, but
I do
I mean,
too, but in a way,
but
I think
they know that life. It's weird because I spoke to lots of
Mhm.
them in the past about, like,
Yeah.
we'd go down there, me and Vin, and we'd talk to them, and
Mm.
they are kind of happy with their life the way
Yeah,
it
they
is. It's
are. I think
weird.
it's because they're a community. They're actually
They
a
are a
community
community,
of
but
crazy
there's the
people.
nutters of the community that they don't like, though.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
look at that.
they
Isn't
get
that
3
sad?
hots. It is sad. They get 3
I
hots
mean,
there.
I
I mean,
guess, I
make a
guess,
good
like,
hot
I know
soup.
people that have houses that are worse than that. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. A house, what it
Mhm.
looks like on the outside can be a
Not what
totally
it's
different
on
thing
the inside. I
on
know.
the inside of it, yeah. So
Like, I was taking Noelle for a tour through my house, like looking at my koi ponds and stuff.
Mhm.
And we were walking through, I was showing her all my fish, and I was like showing her what people were saying about me, like
Yeah.
abusing my fish. She was
Oh
like,
my
"Oh
goodness.
my gosh." And I said, "I know, me and Daisy laugh about that stuff all the
That is
time."
so crazy for
Oh,
people.
it's so funny. I drowned in my fish.
Oh my god. People will
You
say
know, I mean,
anything.
Daisy, you know, because you and me are close, and I tell you
Yeah,
everything. How
yeah.
spoiled are my animals?
Very spoiled.
Very spoiled. Bulky has
More
to
than
have
mine.
ice cream every day. If I don't give him his vanilla ice cream, he will
Mhm.
chuck the biggest tantrum you could ever get in your life.
Who is it,
Don't you,
Bo?
Bolt? Bolt. And Odie, they
Oh,
love,
pups.
because it's so hot here. They have a bowl of vanilla ice cream. Like, not too much, just enough. And if I don't give him that, he will throw the biggest tantrum.
Aw. Look here, this guy right here, now he needs to be in a mental facility. Like he
Oh my
doesn't look like
gosh.
he's able
He
to take
looks
care
like
of
Charlie
himself.
Manson.
He kind of does. But people like that needs to be in a place that's safe because
Oh,
they're
look,
not able
he's
to take care of
done,
themselves.
he's peed his pants and everything this far.
Yeah. They're not able to take care of themselves. Like
Yeah, no,
mentally, they can't do it. They need to be in a safe facility guided by other people and be on the right medications. They
definitely.
just cannot take care of themselves.
I know. And it's sad because,
Mhm.
like, it's sad because they can't look after themselves and the government aren't going to look after them. So,
No. No. So
mm.
they're out there on the streets and a lot of them end
And
up
like normal people can't just walk down these streets here.
No.
I mean, I've been in them before, and you can't just be like, I was always scared. Like, to be honest, I'm not scared of much, but I would be nervous going down there with
Oh,
Ben.
I would too. You have to change it to yogurt.
Oh, they get
Well,
yogurt as well. No, they don't have yogurt. They have kefir.
Uh-huh.
No, they only get like 2 scoops a day. It's vanilla. It's no lactose and all that. Like, it's the fancy stuff. But they do
Mm.
have yogurt. They've got to, because they've both got gut health problems. They get I give them a yogurt called kefir, and I
Uh-huh.
do the like sunflower seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds. My dogs are so spoiled.
Wow.
But the vanilla ice cream they have is no lactose and no sugar.
That's
So yeah,
good.
they get the fancy stuff.
It looks like they're burning clothes. It looks like they're burning clothes, don't it?
Yeah. Well, they probably it doesn't
I don't
look
know.
hot. Well, they've got jackets on, so it must be pretty cold.
Yeah, it must be cool.
But when they take certain drugs, it heats up your internal organs, so you're hot. There's
Yeah.
that crazy lady with the titties
I know
again.
they're keeping from what showing her because she's showing her titties to everybody. That's what she's doing.
This guy's like, I I don't want to look at your saggy titty.
Yeah. Well, they know she's
That's
crazy. She gets out there and yells and stuff.
yeah.
She
I
gets out
don't
there and
remember.
yells, carries on.
But I like spoke to a few. Oh, don't bend over like that, honey.
I know. I started to say something in a minute. I was like, oh, I hope she ain't doing
I was
something
about
that
to say something else. I was like, better
I
curb
know.
that.
They're zooming in on them and they might catch something.
Yeah, they might. It looked like he was ready to jump in that tent with her, didn't it? Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And they don't care. They'll do it right out there in broad daylight in front of
Oh,
everybody. They don't care. They don't have no gives a shits. Look
they
at them
don't.
nails, man. She's smoking that crack. I don't know. She might not be
Them
smoking that.
nails are
It might be
disgusting.
something else that she's smoking, but
That's weed. You can tell the way she's smoking it. That's
it
weed.
looks
That's a
like
blunt.
weed. Yeah.
That's look at those nails.
That's
It's
what I was
so
saying. She's got
gross.
them fancy nails going on.
They're atrocious. Ew, yucky. I'm sorry. I don't do that. I hate those long nails. I'm going to get my nails done Saturday, but I don't do them long.
You don't like the long nails?
Well, because I've got to stick my hand in fish tanks and stuff. I can't have the
Oh,
really.
no, yeah, you can't. It seems
Yeah.
like tonight they're zooming in on people. Normally they don't. They just show the sidewalk. But tonight they're zooming in on all the crazies.
Mhm.
They ain't showing her because she shows all she. See, she
Yeah,
is
she
crazy.
wants to show those titties again. Like
I know
she's
she sat
dying
for
to
like
pull those
one
titties
day.
out.
One day she sat for like 4 hours just putting on makeup. Like she wasn't really even putting it on. She was just acting like she's putting it on.
What is she doing talking to the wall? What the
I don't
hell?
know. She is wild though.
What is she
Wild.
doing?
There was a homeless man that was there laying and sleeping the other night, and it was one of them come up and just kicked him for no good reason, just kicked him.
She might be the hoochie mama of the block. though.
She's a wild woman, I'm telling you. She lives there on the streets.
Yeah,
She's
oh
wild.
gosh.
I don't know
I
what
mean,
makes
like
me.
you got to look when you look at this, you realize how fortunate you are,
You
right?
really do. You really
You
do.
do. This really brings it home, doesn't it? When you look at
Yeah,
that.
but there is a lot of people that that feeds these people and takes
Like
care of
these
them.
are somebody's children. There's young people there.
I see a lot of mental illness out here. I do.
Yeah, me too.
That's
Yeah.
the sad part of it. A lot of mental
And they're
illness.
not taking their
And this state don't
medication.
take care of them. They don't take care
Yeah.
of them in California like that.
Because when they give them the meds, they sell their meds and stuff. That's what they
Probably.
do. They do.
I mean, I'm not saying the homeless shelters take care of them. Is what I'm saying. They feed them and stuff, but like they need to be in facilities.
Some
These
of
people
them,
cannot
yes.
take care of themselves. They're not
No.
capable
There's
of
some that are
mentally.
really switched on that we spoke to that like they weren't stupid. There was one lady that we spoke to, this is years and years ago, and she had her children and they were learning, like doing schoolwork.
Oh, really? She was just
Yeah,
in a
and
bad place.
they like I remember the little boy, he was like 12 or something. He said to me, I'm gonna make something of my life. And I was like, you do that, honey. And I could see
Yeah,
that, he was really studying hard and that mum was trying, she kept them clean and stuff.
that's good. Somebody should have helped
We
her.
went and got them stuff. We went and got them and we got him clothes, bags for school. I said, I
No,
can't like leave these kids. I can't without doing
no,
something.
I
But
know.
yeah, Michael, and just on the subject, Michael Jackson, I felt really bad when I heard that because he was saying all he wants to do is spread and help like help children, and then they turn it around and call him Wacko Jacko.
Mhm.
And I
I,
feel
I
bad.
believe
Like,
he was
that
set up
was
because
sad.
so many kids that were celebrities said he never did anything to them. In fact,
Exactly.
they were mad because their parents tried to set him up.
Well, the boy
Or-
that got the millions has said that his parents made him say that because they wanted money.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, he come out and said
Crazy.
it wasn't true, and
I
you
know.
know they're all just trying to get money at this point. Like
Mhm.
Michael was a very strange person. Like
He was.
he had a very out
His
there
father was a
personality. It
horrible
was
person.
horrible to him. And
Mhm.
I think he was, you know, that things were done. And I think that father
Yeah.
was definitely more than just beating them up.
Yeah. I
Because
agree.
I mean, all of those boys, brilliant performers, but they all had a little bit of sugar in their tank. Yes,
Mhm.
about Michael. Oh, you've got the same pants on as me.
I agree.
I
A
don't
little
feel good.
sugar in the tank.
They
If he
all
was
had a bit of sugar in their tank. All of the boys, like Jermaine, think
uh-huh.
about it, they all had 150 kids and stuff, but
That's
they
true.
were all a little bit sugarish, weren't they?
They were, and I think old man Jackson, I think he hurt him. I
Yeah,
think because
more
the
than
sister
beating
came
them
out.
up.
The sister came
Yeah.
out and said that he was doing that to the girls, and mommy knew
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, he
And
was a
she let it happen.
womanizer as well, but I think he hurt those boys. Yeah.
Mhm. I do too.
Because, I mean,
Or at least
they
Michael
all
for sure.
they all had a little bit of gay tendencies about them, all of
They
them.
were very
Every one
feminine.
of there's only that one brother, I don't know which one that didn't. I
Mhm.
can't think of the name of the brother that didn't seem to have that, but they all did.
Yeah.
Jermaine, I always thought
Yeah.
Tito's dead now.
Tito,
They
what happened to him?
Tito wasn't really gay. Yeah, he wasn't. Tito was one of those like
Did
people have
Michael
spoke the chubbyish one. He
Oh,
died. He died like a year ago, maybe 2
did
years ago.
Michael even fool with his brothers at all?
He kind of avoided them, I think.
I think he thought he was better than them. I don't know.
I don't think it was that. I think that they used him up a lot and he just got to a point where he didn't want to do the Jackson 5 thing.
Maybe. Him and Janet was close, but I don't know.
No, that isn't their brother, Randy Jackson. I know. I always thought that he was related to them, the American Idol. Randy Jackson, he's not related to them. Or he could be related to them, but he's not one of the brothers. Although there is a brother called Randy. Yeah. That's what's really like confusing about it. But Randy Jackson, the American Idol guy, he's not from the Jackson family.
He's not from the Jackson family.
I don't know if he was an uncle or something, but he's not one of the brothers. There is a brother called Randy Jackson, though. Aaliyah is like counting down the days to the biopic.
The Jackson thing. Yeah, his
She
nephew
loves
is
Michael.
going to
She
play
loves
him. Mhm.
Jafar Jackson, Jermaine's son's going to play him.
Is that who it is, Jermaine's son?
Yeah.
Oh, White
Jafar.
Boy did a thing about Ernie throwing poop in jail.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, could you imagine having somebody
Why
throw
didn't Noelle tell me? She was
He
busy
did it
with
2
it.
days ago. Could you
Oh.
imagine though somebody with HIV throwing poop at you?
I mean, he's got to have rocks in his head to put other people in that kind of danger in the first
Well,
place.
he's probably going to get charges against him for that shit right there.
Well, you know what? That just shows you that he needs to be in a facility where he's
He
watched
does. He's going to end
and
up
monitored.
unalived.
And he needs to be on his meds. Apparently, he doesn't take them properly, and you have to take them.
You do.
Because my friend died of HIV, and in the end, he was going insane like Ernie, like he was
Right.
seeing things, imagining things.
You think that
And
might have something to do with Ernie being sick?
Yes, because my friend Stevie that died of HIV, he went like that in the end.
Um,
started saying imagine and things. I think the meds
hallucinating.
do it. And I
Yeah.
think the HIV rots your brain and they start to do these
Yeah.
hallucinate. Yeah, because my friend was normal. You could have a proper conversation. And the end, when he was just about to die, he about a few years, he was like Ernie, nuts.
Wow.
And he talked to me about the dirtiest kind of things, and I'm not that person.
Yeah.
So I don't like that talk. So I'd get
No.
really and
I
then
don't
he'd open his laptop and he'd go on those. I'd say, don't show me that stuff. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And he'd
I had a
talk
friend at
about,
work that did that shit.
yeah, I don't want to say
At
that
my
stuff.
old work. It was a female, and she would do things on her video and then try to show me at work. I didn't know. One day she said, "Look at this," and she showed me her at the end of the bed with a DD. And I was like,
Ew.
I
See,
do
I don't
not
want to see that
see that.
stuff.
No,
No, yuck. I don't
I
want to
did
see it.
not
I
want to
do
see
want to
that. That's
know all the dirt
disgusting.
on Ernie, but not that dirt.
No, I was
I
like, and
just
she was
heard it.
crying. She was going
The
around.
only, oh yeah,
She was going around
people,
showing everybody.
people
Ernie
do
is in
that to me,
Massachusetts in a
Daisy.
mental hospital.
That's good. That's where he needs to be.
Yeah. Oh God, she's topless now. She's
Oh
completely
no.
topless. Her boobs are
Oh my
completely
God.
out. Look,
Where is she?
right there.
Oh
Look,
yeah.
she pulled her shirt completely off.
She
Now
wants
she's
to get
pulled
her
it up.
some. She wants to get some tonight.
Yeah, she walked over with her boobs just hanging out everywhere. They'll come back out again. Watch.
That's gross.
You can't tell their boobs because they're sagging so far down.
They're sagging. They're
Yeah.
sagging. Look at her. She's like doing the dinner and it.
Yeah,
That stripper song.
she's tweaked out, honey. Ernie is not in
Ernie
his
is.
right mind. I wonder if he will remember it. I don't know. He'll
I
come
don't
back
know.
as
I
the
think
bounty.
it's too late for Ernie. Like he's just got to
Yeah,
be somewhere where he's monitored. He really does.
he'll come back as the bounty hunter again once they get him on his.
I don't know why people always buy into it
I
though.
don't get it either. I do
I'm like,
not.
aren't you stupid? Haven't you saw reruns of this for years? Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I've got the first meltdown that he got tased in.
Yeah.
About that
I mean,
video.
I felt really
He
bad, and I
totally
used to talk to Ernie and
Mhm.
Maga at that time. Like, I really let became friends with them, and then it just got too cray, and I was like, no, can't do this.
Mhm.
It just got too really crazy for me,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I can't.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing.
Not me either.
Nothing. There is nothing that surprises me about human beings.
Oh, she's got them out again.
Does she?
Yeah. Is that them out? They're out again.
Hang on, let me see.
Yeah,
No,
she's got them
there
out.
she
She's
is.
bending over. Yeah, she's got
I
them
don't
out
know
again.
what she's doing, but look at this. What is this? What is this?
I know. What is it? She had
She's
her whole
thinking.
crack all the way hanging out.
Oh yeah, she had them boobs out a while ago. What the hell is that?
What the hell?
I
Oh,
have
be
no
quiet.
idea.
Be quiet. I'm on panel. You behave.
Ernie has not ever been this bad. No, not even before. Not to be throwing.
Did you see how tiny he's got?
He's always been little like that.
No, he's like even tinier than he was before.
I don't believe Ernie's going to be with us much longer. Honestly,
I think he's at the end of it. Don't
I
start.
do too.
Yeah, I think it's
he's on
because
the.
this is what happened to Stevie at the end. He started going a bit.
And Amanda got braver and braver. Remember? And
yeah,
I went to her grave the other day. Actually,
yeah. I used to have fun with Amanda.
yeah, but she was as bad as Ernie, if not
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Y'all just didn't know the real bad side of Amanda.
Oh, I could tell by just talking
Her
to
little
her.
buddies that she hung out with, they called me one day and said, "You know Amanda crazy?" She said, "Tell them you know I'm crazy." I said, "Yeah, I know Amanda's crazy." Like,
Yeah, I mean, we've
she's
known
proud
that
of it.
for. Yeah. I mean, that's what got her killed in the end. So
It is. And I
being
told her,
crazy, that's what ended her life.
and I begged her. I told her it was going to happen. She wouldn't
Yeah,
listen,
she wouldn't listen.
and Ernie ain't
But
going to listen either.
messing around with like the Mexican boys and all that as well, it's not a safe environment. And
No,
I've
not
been
when you're doing
around them when they talk about girls and
gangs.
stuff, and it's not nice the things that they say. I'm not just saying Mexican in general, but I've been around Mexicans talking about girls and what they do, and I've been like, yuck.
But the thing is, Amanda was worse than they were. I mean,
Yeah,
she was bad.
I know you told me some
Bad.
stuff, and I was like, oh,
She
yeah.
was about as bad as Ernie, if not worse, when it comes to the things that she's done. You know, she didn't have AIDS, but still.
No, she didn't have AIDS. Yeah, she was
Mhm.
just she probably would have ended up with it if she kept
Yeah.
doing what she was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, she was
I
playing with
believe her
fire.
married and having the last baby kind of settled her down, but then she got back wild again, and she started going down that wild road again, getting back into the bad stuff again, and
But she was hurt as a child.
yeah, she
I
was
could tell. I could see it.
bad.
Yeah, I
Bad.
could see it.
I believe
I could
somebody.
see that in her. Just talking to her the few times that I did, there was pain there. I could see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You know, I've got a read after that thing. I know when people
yeah.
have been abused. I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. But
And
I'm
I
going to have to go because my phone's about to die. It's literally on 2%.
well, I need to get off here too because I got to get sleep because I got to get up early in the morning for.
Well, if you're going to go live, let me know because luckily you told me today because I was just going to put a movie on.
Well, I wasn't going to, but I went in Matthew's live and he was like, "Let's go live, Daisy, and talk about the flat Earth." And I said, "Let's go." And so,
Let's go.
he ended his live, and we ended up talking
And
about it.
I looked at another rocket that exploded,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like it hit the thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know that one that went up with the teacher in there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it exploded. It's like it hit the
Oh
thing and it
yeah.
exploded. You remember
Well,
that?
yeah. Well, Matthew showed a clip where one of the teachers was still alive years later, and he was trying to deny it was him, but he had the same name and everything. I tried
Oh
taking.
yeah, I seen that one. I seen that today. The Michael, I can't remember his name, but I remember seeing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you were saying it wasn't him, but it really was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All right, Daisy, I will speak to you tomorrow. Let me know so I can get ready and get quickly in the shower and be ready. Okay.
Okay.
And I
It'll
want
probably
to know all the dirt on Ernie. I'm going to message Benny and be like, Benny, can you come and spill the beans?
I've already spilled a lot of the beans Betty had.
Well, can we get them and play them and laugh at it
If
tomorrow?
they'll let us and not get mad at us for taking
I
their
don't think you will. I don't think Benny will.
No,
I'll
I don't
ask
think
him.
we will.
I'll message him and say, can we go down the rabbit hole
Rabbit
of it,
hole with you. Can
Michelle?
we slide down that Ernie rabbit hole with you? Hell, we've already been
Can
all
we
the way.
sneak into the hole with you and see some Ernie crazy stuff?
Yes.
He will let us, but I think I should tell him. I'm going to tell him first.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, my
Right.
love. Great to hang out with you tonight.
Yes, yes, yes. I had fun.
Mate. Yeah, no, mate. I've been
You know,
seeing
mate.
that. I've been seeing that Australian girl over at you know who's, and
Oh, have you?
oh,
Oh my
girl,
Lord.
I'll have to tell you about that later. I'd love to see her roll up on me with their smart mouth. Good night, Angel. Good night, everybody. I love y'all.
We love you too, Yanni, and you come back and hang with
Oh,
us.
of course. Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
No,
All right,
ma'am.
Daisy. Love you, darling.
I love you
Bye.
too. Bye, honey. Bye. I want to thank everybody that came out tonight and joined us. I want to leave you with something here. It's about the Epstein file. I am going to put a little trigger warning. It is a victim had wrote about what happened to her. I'm going to end the live playing this. This woman reads what this victim actually said about what happened to her with the Epstein files, and what Epstein actually did to her. So think about this next time you look at these celebrities, and think about what this woman went through and her babies. And this was her actually speaking on how she felt. So I'm going to let y'all listen. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay safe on these YouTube streets. They're gangster. And until next time, bye, everybody. Bye.
So I ran across this document in the Epstein files, and it is the most Handmaid's Tale thing I've ever read. And I'm going to read it for you. I'm sorry that it's long. I hope I'll try not to cry during it. Trigger warning, it's really hard to hear. It's hard to read. But here we go. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Don't speak, she doesn't talk. I can't stop shaking, and it's been a week. A decision was made, but I can't tell Jeffrey. These things happen. Why didn't I close my eyes fast enough? The doctor was different again, I think from Israel. He had kind eyes, but didn't speak directly to me. This was different. A shot and those red-like things had a hook and so much pain. Ghislaine said to push all the pain away. I don't understand. Blood and water all over the bed, and she was right. Like a feeling when your tummy hurts and you have to push. She said to close my eyes and put her hands over my eyes, but I didn't close them because of these tiny cries. I am so lost. I saw between her fingers this tiny head and body in the doctor's hands. It reached its tiny arm up and had a tiny foot. I closed my eyes and no more cries. I don't understand. Just say these things happen, but he doesn't believe that. He yelled and screamed, and he said it will be the same in a couple of months, and she said she was fed up with it all. I don't understand what's going on, and no one will tell me. I can't go to school like this. I can't stop shaking. Why won't anyone make it stop? I know Ghislaine is trying, but nothing changes. Why didn't I close my eyes? In the hall, Ghislaine said she was beautiful. She was, not is. She was a beautiful girl. I heard her. Where is she? Why did she stop whimpering? She was born. I heard the tiny cries. I can't do this anymore. He was right. A couple of months and 2 pink lines with a hold on being with others until after it was positive. I want to die. Why didn't she protect me? As long as I'm wearing what you want, there is no respect for me as a human. I am nothing but your property in an incubator. You only trust me when I am under your complete control. I will never trust another man, ever. I'm the only one who provides and sacrifices everything. I give and give out of terror, and you take all of me. You need me to continue keeping us all connected. Unlike drugs, a child's body can be sold over and over. This is not surprising, but there is no such thing as a child prostitute. They are children and cannot consent. They are missing the biggest in my own backyard and so many more, like Mar-a-Lago and where I see Mr. Joe and Mrs. Ann. Please release me from this torture and hell. Controlled all by Jeffrey. All the time. Get away from it all and go to New Mexico? What the hell? This makes no sense. What about school? Behind the scenes, he is now controlling everything when it used to be Ghislaine, who some days acts like she hates me. Secrets of all of them. I'm tired of keeping this secret. I know people are wondering, but I can't tell. I'm exhausted. Broken promises. I don't understand why she's treating me on some days like I'm the enemy, but when we lay in bed together, she is how she used to be. Warm. He makes her feel my tummy, and it's so sad and confusing. Superior gene pool? Why me? It makes no sense. Why my hair color and eye color? That feels very Nazi-like, but it's in thinking about these stupid, insane theories he has, I guess in his mind it makes sense. The piano and music comments are made to convince me this is right and will create perfect offspring, he calls them. I don't think it works that way, and it's making me hate playing altogether, piano or viola. I'm starting to resent both of them. I miss the person I was before I was made into what feels as a human incubator. My friend, Redacted, realized much of everything and came to get me out of Mary's. She made me leave all things of value in the bed. She put all my belongings in trash bags. I have maybe avoided New Mexico. I have been staying with friends, but never more than 2 or 3 nights because my mother is on the warpath. Redacted have been great, so great, but Redacted saw me changing and knows about the baby. He said he promises to help me and we will figure out what to do. My heart belonged to her. She was so very beautiful. She was perfect. I can't bring myself to write what happened. I'm beyond broken. I only got 10 to 15 minutes to hold her and feed her before they took her. She is mine. I want her back. Distraught. Help me. Please, can't anyone find me? Barely survived those procedures. My heart is gone. April 22nd, I had no choice. I wasn't ready and she wasn't ready. My mother had found me and it was urgent. After so many bonding moments with Jeffrey, Ghislaine, their baby inside me, with me in the middle, she wouldn't even look at me. We said nothing to one another and I was so confused. When we arrived at Palm Beach, I was taken to a house close to Jeffrey's, I think called Ocean Boulevard or Street. But it was close and I was alone except for a new driver, not Mr. Juan, an elderly French lady whose pictures all over the wall didn't have her. She had a thick accent. It was kind. She said she had been born to deliver babies and had been doing so before I was born. Similar as the last one with shot and hook, but too much blood with so much water and unbearable pain. She put her hands inside of me and seemed worried. I didn't understand. Something about the baby facing the wrong way and putting pressure on a placenta. Things would have to be different. She said I had to be brave and strong and listen to her directions so she could help me safely get the baby out. I was terrified seeing so much blood on the bed and floor and started to panic. She had me flip over to my hands and knees and had me push and push. It was so excruciating. I could feel everything as she tried to guide the baby out, but I was so tired. I felt I was dying, but suddenly she had caught a beautiful baby girl who made more than a whimper, but beautiful cries. She let me hold her and washed her and brought her back clean and perfect. She smelled so good and showed me how to feed her. But only after maybe 15 minutes, Mr. M came to take her. I was hysterical and begging for more time. He said those horrible girls were in the car waiting, but I wouldn't let her go. The old woman promised me she would be safe, and I had to let go. 4 pounds, 10 ounces, 18.5 inches long, with beautiful long fingers. I am dead inside. Life has no meaning. I don't want to be here. Jean-Luc Brunel is a disgusting pig with bad breath, and I'm almost positive does these disgusting things because he is struggling with maybe being gay. 6 weeks wasn't even given before being sent back. Punishment for trying to run. Why can no one help me? Ghislaine is gone. I'm so lost and my heart is broken. This is my destiny. I need them, everyone, all to see. I still always dream to build a better world. She went from being a beautiful young girl to a sad, broken child. But maybe a hope that after it all, I still truly had it within. But maybe a hope that after all, I still truly had it within herself. One day, I aspired to be like this. She came in like a lamb and went out a lioness. So I ran across this document in the Epstein files, and